Well, hi everyone. Welcome to High Octane. I'm your host, Bob. George is going to be coming on soon. He's stuck in traffic. That's why I'm starting a little bit late. I was going to wait on him, but I figured I'd come on here and get all the preliminary stuff that has nothing to do with cars out of the way before he comes on, just to get it out of the way. I see you, Abby. Thank you. Oh, okay. I thought it was you that liked it. It was a guy that my brother does a podcast with. But if you're on, are you watching? She is watching right in front of me. She's watching. Silly. Anyway, like I said, welcome. George will be on shortly. Abby's in the background showing me things that I can't see. Anyway, welcome. I actually had quite a bit of trouble finding content for this week, but today I found a ton of stuff that we're going to talk about. It's all new models coming to market this year, or even beyond, maybe a little bit. But like I said, I got quite a few. I got a decent list at the end. A little bit of a flash from the past. We're going to talk about some older cars. Older, not old. But older, about my age cars. Yeah, I'm older. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do this week. But like I said, I'm just gonna get the what am I drinking, the racing stuff out of the way before George comes on. Give him a little bit of time to get ready, and so let's do that. What am I drinking? My bad. I've kind of messed up the music. I can't read that. I told you I'm blind. No, still can't read it. Stop that. I can't repeat that one. She's being dirty over there. I'm just drinking the Hennessy that we had left over from last week. So it's nothing special. If you like cognac, it's a decent kind of. This particular one is just kind of it's just an entry level, decent cognac for way too much money, but whatever. So that's what I'm drinking. Cheers, and don't drink and drive. Anyway, that's out of the way. It was very anticlimactic this week. I didn't go get anything new. That is an 877 number. I'm not answering that. I never answer those. Okay, so the racing schedule for the week. First off, I have to say congratulations to Max Verstappen. He won the Monaco Grand Prix last week. So congratulations to him. He extends his point lead over his teammate. Good for you. And Hamilton, I think, finished in fifth, so suck it. Anyway, this coming week, though, this weekend is June 2nd through the 4th. The Spanish Grand Prix is in Barcelona. That's Spain, obviously the Spanish Grand Prix. So look forward to that. I might try to catch some of that race on Sunday. The British Touring Car Championship is in Thruxton. I have no clue where that is. Somewhere in Britain. I don't know. I could be wrong even about that. And then the World Superbike, they are in Misano, Italy. And then the Formula E World Championship, they are in Jakarta, Indonesia. There's actually quite a bit of racing going on this weekend. If you guys want to check any of that out, I say try to find it on your local TV. I know the Monaco Grand Prix was on NBC this past Sunday, so I don't know what it'll be on this weekend, but hopefully I can catch at least a little bit of it. I'm not sure I know that track. I'd have to look at it. Well, that's going to be fun and a very eventful race weekend. So, yeah, you guys check that out. Like I said, NASCAR sucks. I know there's an Indy race this week. I can't remember where it is. But, yeah, there's plenty going on. Let me see here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 new models coming to market. And that's literally all we're going to talk about. There's no recalls, no goofy shit. Well, there is some goofy shit because, well, as you'll see, a very popular manufacturer has recently announced that they are making a pickup truck, and that's something they've never done before. And I've seen the picture of it, and it's not a good attempt, but we're going to talk about it a little bit later. As soon as George comes on and gets his shit, ready to go, we will talk about it. I'm trying to think of anything else I need to tell you guys before he comes on. I'm going to say in probably 3 weeks, I'm probably going to be taking a break from the podcast for a little while because my work schedule is going to change. So I won't be able to do it on Wednesday at 5 o'clock like normal. If I can maybe get Sergio to be able to do it on the weekend, I might be able to change the day. We're going to have to figure out whether or not he comes to where I am, I go to where he is, or we do it virtual. We'll have to figure all that out. But yeah, I'm going to guess in about 3 weeks. I'm either going to take a break from it for hopefully no more than a month, or we just change the day for that month. I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out, me and Sergio. But just giving you guys a little heads up beforehand. I know you're going to miss me and all, but yeah. What? They are going to miss me. You don't think they will?
I
will. Are you watching?
Yeah.
Or are you just listening to me ramble in the background? Okay, a thumbs up to the second one. She's just listening to me rumble in the background. All right. I'm trying to keep everybody's attention until George comes on. Let me see if I can find anything random. Oh, wait, there he is. He just boy, he just popped on and saved my life. I was rambling a bit before you got on.
I heard you.
Oh, okay.
A little bit.
So, well, what's been happening with you, brother?
I work too much.
You do work way too much.
Yeah. I'm just working and sleeping. It's basically what I do.
Well, you got to stop that.
Yeah. Well,
you got to get your social life back, man. You need to come down here and hang out with me and Abby.
Yeah, I need to. I'm working on it. There's some plans in motion to help me get more time off. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
That is a good thing. I mean, you did it for so long. It's probably weird not working so much.
It is weird. Like I wasn't even done working. I just stopped what I was doing and I left.
Well, good. So, I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, George.
Welcome.
I know you're not drinking anything, so.
No, I gotta be back at 2 a.m.
Huh?
I gotta be back at work at 2 a.m.
You have to be back to work at 2 a.m. You're out of your mind.
Wow.
That's a good thing. He lives really, really close.
Yeah, it's a 5-minute drive to work, so I don't have to stress too much getting there. There's no traffic at 2 a.m. So.
Well, yeah, I'd imagine not. Even on 40, it's just a nightmare.
Yeah.
like always.
Leaving at this time, nightmare on 40, and I was like, God, click snapshot. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't too bad. I mean, you said 5:20. It's only 5:30. So that's not bad.
Yeah.
Not too terrible.
Yeah.
All right. So like I was telling everybody, I have 10 new models coming to market. Some of them are EVs, some of them are ICE, some of them are maybe hybrid. I don't know. I haven't really looked. But I've got, like I said, 10 new models and then a list.
Okay.
Some of them will be quick because they're goofy, and I don't want to dwell on them because they're not even coming to this country. But I figured it'd be fun to make fun of them.
There's one I wish that would come to this country that's not coming to this country. We'll discuss it later.
Oh, yeah, throw it in any time. I mean, you're good. I think I probably know what you're talking about.
You probably do.
I'm pissed off about it too.
Right.
All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is what I was telling everybody. It's a manufacturer that's never built a truck before, and they've confirmed that they are going to build a truck, and it's going to be the competition in Australia for the Toyota Hilux and the Ford Ranger.
Okay.
Do you want to take a guess at what manufacturer it is?
No. Because it's probably not Nissan. It's not.
Well, it's Kia. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So it's Kia. And like I said, it's going up against the Toyota Hilux Ford Ranger in Australia by 2025. And here's the truck.
So it reminds me of a Care Bear giving somebody a hug.
A Care Bear with Downs.
No Downs, just a Care Bear giving a hug.
That's
what it reminds me of.
It's horrible.
So horrible.
All right, let's see what details we might have. Let's see. It's going to have, I guess, a 3-liter inline 6 diesel as an option. And then I guess a 4-cylinder diesel standard.
So it's going to have the Genesis GV80 engine. Okay.
Yeah.
Ford version of it.
I'm not sure what those make for power. Especially being a diesel.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if this is actually what it's going to look like, that's garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God it's not coming here. But good luck selling that to the Aussies who absolutely love the Toyota and the Ford.
Right.
I think the only way they're going to sell this thing is if they undercut them on price by a long shot.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like I said, the other two are already established. They have the pedigree, the name recognition, reliability.
They changed it from it. It's basically the Santa Cruz here in the U.S. That's what they said. It's basically Santa Cruz.
Okay. Well, it makes sense, but the Santa Cruz is shit too.
Yeah.
There it is right there, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugly ass motherfucker. It's terrible, man.
Yes.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't drive it.
I wouldn't drive either one.
No.
Couldn't pay me to drive either one. Well, I'll drive it, but to own it, no.
Yeah, into a wall.
Unfortunately, that's the only picture we have of it so far. There's no profile shot, no rear. There's obviously no interior photos as of yet, but I don't know. Maybe I'll try to keep up with it, and if they release more photos, I'll share those. But it's not super important. It's not super important as that we are not getting that vehicle. Thank God. Oh my God.
That's what I'm okay with not getting. I mean, no.
Agreed. I agree 100%. All right, so this is one that you're really going to be interested in. You probably already know about it, but it is the Grand Highlander for 2024 from Toyota. I haven't looked at it at all. There it is.
What's the difference?
I don't know. Hopefully, this article will actually let us know the differences. Bigger, better Highlander. Let's see.
The hybrid lives 265 and 240 horsepower, respectively.
Yeah, that's the regular hybrid. The hybrid max gets 362 horsepower, which is not enough for that size vehicle.
Well, is it trying to replace the Sequoia? I mean, what's it trying to do?
Over here, probably, maybe. All right, it's 6.5 inches longer, 2.3 inches wider, 2 inches taller. Let's see. The grill is updated to a trapezoidal hammerhead shape.
Okay.
Let's see. Side profile, taller greenhouse, which is the cabin of the vehicle. Let's see. Badging and dual exhaust is how you tell the Hybrid Max. It's got all the paint options right there. 20-inch wheels are going to be available.
Premium Bronze Edition. That sounds interesting.
It's going to have a stealthy nightshade edition as well.
Now that sounds cool.
Yeah, I don't know what that's going to. Well, it's probably everything that's chrome is not chrome. It's going to be black.
Let's be honest.
Probably only be available in black. There's a black one for you.
That's not bad looking.
I like the red.
I like the red. I don't like the plastic around the rim, around the wheel well.
The what?
I don't like the plastic around the wheel well.
Oh yeah, they need to paint that.
Yeah.
It's body color. Yeah, it definitely looks better.
That red's pretty. I like that red.
Yeah, it's a good red. I like the black beauty bar across the middle.
Yep, I do too. Oh well, that's not a bad looking vehicle. I drive it.
I agree. I don't mind it. Okay, so
all trims get a 12.3-inch touchscreen as standard.
Here's your interior.
Okay. That's pretty basic to me. The cup holder wise,
they updated it a little bit, but yeah, it's not much different than that Camry you had.
No,
it's not much different. Updated, yes, but a complete redesign, no. And it's definitely not on par with a lot of current interiors.
No, it's not. All right, going inside. I'm hot and I need a phone charger.
Okay, let's see.
Couch. Yes.
Apparently, the interior is a lot bigger and more comfortable slash spacious. I don't know if that's true. I'd have to sit in it because I'm a giant. All right, that doesn't look terrible.
Doesn't look too terrible. Third row looks a little cramped.
The second and third row seats look very, very thin and very cheap.
And very cramped.
Yeah, I don't know about that interior.
It's got a piano.
I don't know, man. I like the dual material, like the leather and then the suede, and I like the color options. But I don't know. I'd have to sit in it. It doesn't look comfortable in the second or third.
Well, I think it's primarily based for kids, not for full-size adults.
I mean, I get that too, but I don't know.
I get you. But I mean, like, if you and the boys want to go on a road trip, you all can't just pile into one vehicle comfortably.
No, that's for sure. No. Well, certainly not. All right. 3 powertrains, gas hybrid and hybrid max. Like George said, let's see, 2.4 turbo was 265 and 310. It's actually not too bad for a turbo.
Yeah.
Let's see, front or all-wheel drive, 8-speed auto, 7.5 to 60, which is irrelevant in a fucking SUV.
Yes, ma'am.
It's really irrelevant.
That's fine. I'll get from tomorrow.
Oh boy, he's on the phone with his mama.
Cool.
And then the The regular hybrid is a 2.5 liter four-cylinder and 2 electrics with 245 horsepower, which is a joke. 0 to 60 is 7.8. Again, doesn't matter. Fuel economy is actually pretty good, though. It's 36, 32, and 34 combined. Not bad in a fairly large SUV.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. And the all-wheel drive version is a little bit less.
Oh, a 6-speed transmission, really? Just a 6?
Yeah, only a 6-speed. Yeah. That's like archaic anymore.
Right. Yeah, I was like, that's like nothing. Like,
yeah, there's 10-speed transmissions out there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere. I don't know. They kind of dropped the ball on that one. Okay, so the Hybrid Max is a 2.4 liter turbo with 2 electric motors, 362 horsepower, 400 foot-pounds of torque, which is a little bit better. Still probably not enough in my opinion. All-wheel drive, and like George said, 6-speed auto. 6.3 to 60, again, doesn't matter. Fuel economy dips considerably, actually. 26, 27, and 27 observed. Or combined.
That's still not bad for something that size. It's really not bad for something that size.
Yeah, I suppose.
So, yeah, you really can't complain too much.
And there's like the center console view.
It's cheap.
It's clean, but I mean, it's kind of
cheap.
Plain. Yeah.
Cheap looking.
All right, driving impressions, don't care. I'll drive one myself if I want to know that. All right, let's see. Third row in place, you get 20.6 cubic feet of space, which is actually it's decent. And then you fold the third row, it almost triples the size. It's not bad. Second and third row seats are down. You get 95.5 cubic feet of space, which is not as much as the Chevy Traverse by just over half a foot.
Yeah.
But there you go. Let's put the third down, third up, and second and third down. No, that's third down, but different angle. So you get a decent cargo with third up or down. Obviously. All right, pricing. This is where the bag, the meat and veggies is, I guess. I don't know. Never mind. All right, let's see. XLE is the base version of the Grand Highlander, and it starts at $43,000.
God, that's disgusting.
That's too high.
Yeah.
For a base model, that's too much. And it's $1,600 extra for all-wheel drive.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Upgrading. All-wheel drive is $5,106, but it's not offered in platinum. Yes. So you can't get a platinum hybrid max and all-wheel drive only in front-wheel drive? Well, that's stupid.
Yeah, it is very stupid. If I have $50,000 and I want those things that you just said, I should be able to get that.
I should get that. I got to downgrade to limited to get the all-wheel drive.
Right, that's stupid.
Never mind. I'll keep that comment to myself.
Yeah, shame on Toyota for that one, man. Yeah. For sure. I don't know. $58,000 all in. I can do better, I think.
Oh, but you can get a limited and for your higher maximum 54 for limited. Go back up. For platinum, and both include all-wheel drive as standard and option. Oh, for 58 you can get it for platinum and all-wheel drive. Okay, there you go. Say, because that was not okay with me.
Yeah, you can't get the hybrid max though. That's stupid.
Oh yeah. Oh well, that's just stupid. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Do better. I'm not. I give it a 6 out of 10 in the rating.
I think you're being a little generous. Because your option limitations it doesn't look any different really than the Sequoia. It might be a little bit bigger.
It's not bigger than Sequoia. It's a little bit smaller. A little
All
bit,
right.
but not by
Well,
much. But,
like I said, for 58 all in, I think I could do better elsewhere.
I mean, because the Sequoia all in is 80 something, so it's got to be smaller than the Sequoia.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
And that's not including the 14 grand markup for the dealership.
Okay, so you're over 100 grand almost.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. Not for a Toyota. I'm not paying anywhere near that for a Toyota. I don't care what it is.
No.
58 grand all in.
And the new Sequoia, they took away the back glass sliding down. It lifts. Actually, take it back. It doesn't lift. It doesn't do anything. It's solid. It's stationary. It does not slide down into the back door like it used to.
Weight savings?
I mean, I guess, but like that's been a standard for the 4Runner and the Sequoia for the last 20 years.
I think that's kind of negligible. Like the mechanism to move the glass up and down doesn't weigh that much.
Right. And that's one of the things like I was thinking about getting a new Sequoia because I was like, I can roll the back glass down. It looks really cooler, it'll be nicer looking.
Yeah.
Like, and then when I looked, I was like, wait, it's stationary?
Did they make the back glass too big for the lift gate for it to go down?
They curved it on the edges.
I don't know. It might be the shape of the glass that.
I think it's the shape of the glass, but still, they shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. You should have left the glass alone and let it roll down.
Yeah, that's a design flaw.
Yeah, that was just so.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. But 58 grand all in. I can do better. I can do better.
Yeah, I can. I'll buy an XT5 before I buy that.
Well, the XT5 is a different type of vehicle.
Hell, I buy an XT6 before I buy that.
Still a different kind and smaller.
Yeah, but better luxury.
True. Very true. Much better interior.
Much better interior.
All right, so we've talked about the Hummer truck on the show before. We haven't talked much about the SUV.
Because I'm not a fan of the SUV. I mean,
I like the truck
am,
better
but I'm
too.
not. But I think the SUV looks smaller than the truck.
It is.
That's why I don't know.
And I don't know why they did that, but
it's the baby Hummer. It's a little H3 for those people who can't afford the truck.
Well, it's still not H3 size though. Thankfully, it's SUV
smaller,
is.
therefore, it's the new H3.
Okay, I mean you could look at it that way, but it is still the size of an H2.
But the new Hummer is twice the size of an H2.
I know it's massive. Well, we'll get into the dimensions because it is considerably smaller.
Okay.
This is everything that we know right now about the SUV. We're about to talk about it. All right, so 2024 Hummer SUV, the EV, obviously tested. Here's some photos. Go through some photos first. Still looks crazy. Like
still looks good. Don't get me wrong, it looks great. I'm just.
I don't know why. I don't know why they made it.
Like an H3. I like those wheels. But it just looks like an H3. That angle right there just screams H3, and I just can't get on board.
I suppose it kind of does. But the roof comes off.
Granted, it's a massive wheel and tire on the back of that truck. I will give it that.
Oh,
That's a massive tire and wheel.
Good luck with your visibility back there.
Right.
It does. It still looks really, really good. The roof still comes off. Still has the crab walk. I think it still has the exact same powertrain. Still has this ridiculously nice interior. Yeah. See, there's the roof all the way off. Oh yeah, the Lexus LX. Yeah, we can talk about that if you want.
Yeah. Well, I just saw that's not the LX. That's the GX. They finally are redoing the GX.
That's the big one.
Second biggest.
The LX is the big one.
LX is the biggest one. It's the one you don't like with the big ugly grill.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, it's awesome. You're retarded.
Pass.
No,
God, this thing is just beefy and mean.
it is beefy and mean. It really is. I'm not gonna take that away, but I don't like the fact it says GMC on it.
Oh, those wheels aren't as good. Those wheels aren't as good.
No, those are not as good. Nowhere near.
No, we want these wheels.
They don't have those wheels. My road
Yeah,
princess.
those are much better.
Those are road princess wheels. Yeah.
All right. Let us go down
If
to
I got one, I gotta take her off road. I gotta take it off road at least once.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to at least try it.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, so let's go back and we'll actually get into some details and numbers. All right, let's see. Yes, the wheelbase is almost a full 9 inches shorter than the truck, which is considerable. Let's see. It's still really long. It's actually almost as long as a 73 Lincoln Continental. And you know how long those fucking things are.
I'm sorry. The SUV is just as long as a
The wheelbase. The wheelbase. Just the wheelbase. But those things are massive.
These things are massive.
A 73 Lincoln, 73 Lincoln Continental is a fucking boat. All right, 73 Lincoln Continental photos. Yeah, look at this fucking thing, dude.
When they had a 3 foot
Are you kidding me?
front of the wheel. When there was 3 feet in front of the wheel.
And yeah, it's ridiculous how long these things were. And the SUV is within a half an inch. The wheelbase, obviously, is within a half an inch of this car's wheelbase.
Wow.
Obviously, the overhangs aren't as crazy.
Yeah, that wheelbase, honestly, go back to that. If you really look at that wheelbase, that's
for the length of the vehicle, yeah.
That's not that long of a wheelbase that's a 2-door. Let me see a 4-door.
Yeah, for that long of a vehicle, especially being a 2-door, it's certainly not a huge wheelbase.
Short, but it's long. But
let's see, hang on.
The wheelbase is a lot.
126 inches. I mean, that's over 10 feet. Just the wheelbase.
Jeez, okay.
That's more than me. That's more than I am tall with my arms extended. So that's a long fucking wheelbase.
That's a long wheelbase.
That's like 10.5 feet long.
That's a lot of me.
That's just the wheelbase. That's
so
that wheelbase.
There's no overhang of the wheels on the Hummer, so yeah, the wheelbase is literally the whole car.
Right, pretty much. I mean, you're looking at probably 160 top, 160 inches top.
Okay.
If I had to guess. Because your wheelbase is measured from the center of the wheel. So that's how they measure that. All right, the truck weighs 9,640 pounds.
Good God.
Yeah. The SUV is 8,660 pounds, so almost 1,000 pounds lighter. So let's see. The battery pack is smaller. So you're obviously not going to have the range. You're not going to have the power. So let's see. They estimate the range is 314 miles. But apparently, with the 170 kilowatt hour battery pack, you only get about 250 miles of range. So that's not very good at all.
No.
In a vehicle that heavy, though, I mean, what really can you expect? Honestly.
Before you know it, there'll be aftermarket companies building better long-range battery packs. I can see it now.
I mean, I could see it happening too, but how much is it going to cost in labor? How much is the battery pack itself going to cost? Is it going to be cost effective? You know, these manufacturers aren't making the battery packs like super difficult to get out.
Yeah.
but you still have to go to a specialty shop to get them out, changed, upgraded, whatever.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these dealerships won't even
Trust the
fuck with it.
aftermarket shops are going to get that tech and they're going to install it so they can do it for half the price or 3/4 of the price, and it's going to end up hurting the manufacturing industry because nobody's going to come to them because they can get done cheaper elsewhere. I would go somewhere else cheaper than the manufacturer. I would, just
Well,
because I want to save as much money as possible because I needed to pay the car note.
Yeah, I hear you.
So,
And I hope it does hurt the industry. I hope they are able to do that. And
but I don't think there'll be enough. I don't think they're going to produce enough power to support all those battery packs. We can't roll the plants fast enough to do such a thing. So I'm like, why are you so gung ho on going full EV by 2030 when you're giving yourself rolling blackouts now on electric vehicles?
Oh yeah, it doesn't even take that. I mean it. Abby took off because she's bored.
Oh, she left you?
Yeah, she went to go look at Marshalls.
Oh, have fun with that.
Yeah, right. All right, so at a level 2 hookup, which means recharging, it can recharge up to 19.2 kilowatts and connect to a DC fast charger. Over 2 hours to go from 10% to 90%. That is unacceptable. Two hours to go from 10 to 90. That's with fast charging.
I'm sorry. How long does it take to go to 90?
Over 2 hours to go from 10% to 90%.
And that's why I just want to keep my go ahead and keep my combustible engine where I can go top off the gas tank in 5 minutes and be good to go back on the road and go 400 to 500 miles on my tank, depending on how fast I want to drive.
Exactly.
And let me be. There's enough oil to create fuel for another 150 something years. Why are we pushing this so hard? I said, if we can, I mean, you push it, yes, but do it right. Don't rush it. And I feel like the U.S. government's rushing these EVs and full electric vehicles. They're not giving themselves the proper amount of time to test the technology, test the battery pack before putting them in vehicles. And that's why people's cars are magically combusting because they can't withstand the outside temperatures over 100 degrees.
Well, it's not really the outside temperatures. It's the volatile as shit chemicals inside the battery that either heat up and expand, or they're sloshing around in there, and the rapid expansion of heat is what causes that spontaneous combustion. So we talked about it last week on the shit show. And these companies need to get on board with solid state batteries. Like everything that I've read, solid state batteries are only better than liquid state batteries. There's no negative to a solid state battery as far as I can tell. Maybe the ranges aren't quite as high, but all that, all the positives far outweigh that. Like far outweigh it.
Yeah.
They're cheaper to manufacture. They're lighter, they're more compact. Charging times and the ranges are comparable, maybe not quite as high. But I mean, the solid state batteries are just so much better. They are the way to go if you're gonna go electric. So these companies that are either resistant or just don't know enough about solid state batteries, they're making a mistake. Because Fisker and some of the other EV companies, like these startups like Fisker, even Tesla's had problems with their liquid state batteries. They need to do their research and seriously look at liquid state or at solid state batteries. And again, I'm no expert, but like I said, everything I've read, solid state trumps liquid state in every freaking aspect of everything that you want from a battery. So I don't know. All right, powertrain. We're going to talk good numbers now. All right, let's see. Smaller battery pack, limits the combined output of the three motors from 1,000 to 830. So it's still going to make gobs of power. There's going to be a 2-motor setup with 625 horsepower later. Oh, this is interesting. The tri-motor powertrain has a launch control mode that GMC calls Watts to Freedom, or WTF. That's pretty funny. All right, so the SUV is 3.5 inches lower. Well, the body is lower.
Top speed is what, 112?
Huh? Oh.
What top speed?
It's the quarter mile time is 112.
Okay.
That's pretty good in a fucking vehicle that weighs 8,600 pounds.
I'm not complaining.
11.9 and 112 in the quarter. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And 0 to 60 is only 3.4. So I mean, it's not as powerful, and it doesn't look as good, but Jesus Christ, is it still fast?
Yeah.
Let's see. When not in Watts to Freedom launch mode, it doesn't make its full power until 70 miles per hour, which I don't know why. 5 miles an hour to 60 miles an hour in WTF mode is 4.1, and then 5.2 in normal mode. So that's a pretty good difference. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Stopping is somewhat impressive for weighing over 4 tons. 199 feet to stop from 70.
That's not bad either.
No, it's not. With all that mass, that's actually really good. Because, all right, so last week we talked about this too. That Rimac Rivera.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact speed. I think it was 60 to 0. It stopped in like 95 feet.
Jesus.
It's still a heavy EV car, but it's not nearly this heavy, obviously.
Obviously.
But you're going from 60 to 0 in 95 feet. This thing probably weighs about 3,500 more pounds than that car. And it's going from 70 to 0 in 199 feet. That's really good.
Yeah.
That is really good. I mean, I wouldn't want to do that because holy crap, 8,600 fucking pounds underneath me.
Yeah.
All right, so off-road equipped Hummers get knobby 35-inch tires, 18-inch wheels, as you see in these photos.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to.
I still like how the door opens. I'm glad it's not locked. I like that it's a swing door. I do like that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I think they. I think it's easier to get stuff in and out of.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I don't have to worry about hitting or nothing.
I understand the convenience of the two-piece tailgate and glass. Like if you're in a parking garage or a tight parking structure, that works better. But I agree with you. I like the way it looks. It is much easier to get things in and out of.
Yes.
But I can see both sides.
I do see both sides.
Yeah,
I do. Sure. I wish the GM would bring back the barn doors.
Oh, I agree. 100%. I agree. I think they messed up even offering another option.
Yeah. Bring back the barn doors, bring back the lift, keep the lift gate, bring back the barn doors and the split tailgate on the SUV. I think that'd be awesome.
I agree.
I do.
All right, so suspension-wise, it's air ride, 13 inches of travel up to 16 inches of clearance. So you actually have a decent amount of suspension travel.
Yeah, you do. That's a heavy lift.
Yeah,
That's a nice lift.
that's four-wheel steering, all but the base model. Let's see, slow speeds. Obviously, you can do the crab walk. Turning circle is 35.4 feet. That's really good. That's super good. Let's see. Apparently, the tires' grip limits are low at higher speeds.
I
That's
bet you
normal.
they roar like a motherfucker.
Oh, I guarantee they are very loud.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Hummer's understeer was excessive in WTF mode.
Of course.
But again, it weighs 8,600 pounds.
Yes.
It's not gonna handle great. Jesus,
Facts.
It did the skid pad with a 0.69 G. That's awful.
Yeah.
Considering the vet's like at what 1.2 G.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrible. But again, 8,600 pounds.
Yes.
I still like it, man.
I do. I like it. The 22-inch rims on it. My mall crawler.
Yeah. The bigger ones look much better.
But I mean, I get it. I would take the 18s and the aggressive tires. I would want both sets if I'm going to go off roading with it. I would definitely like to have the 18s and the 35-inch tires, but I like to be able to switch them out.
Yeah, the other wheels just look better.
Other wheels are for when I'm going to be like going downtown and I might want to valet the vehicle. I want it to look good because it's clean, not covered and kicked in mud. You know, I can see that. But that kicked in mud, I need the 35-inch tires.
I think these fill the wheel well a little bit better.
They do. But
and they're a better design too.
It's road princess wheels. Those aren't wheel tires
those are the boulevard cruising wheels.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. But they just look better. I like them better.
They do look better.
But I definitely understand.
I don't understand the tops taking off and the first and second row, but not the third.
I don't really understand that either, but I'm not going to nitpick that because
I'm not either. I just don't understand.
Yes, it's still a really kick-ass option to have.
It is.
Because, you know, the front is T-tops. When we all love T-tops.
Yes, who doesn't love a T-top?
And then that rear section is a target top, and we all love target tops.
Yes.
So it makes, I mean, I don't really understand the reason they didn't make the third row removable either, but again, gonna let that go.
I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut.
All right. Pretty much, like I said, the exact same interior. I don't think anything's going to change.
Did they downgrade the screen, the main screen and gauge clusters in this SUV, or did they leave the same size as the truck?
Well, it talked about the turning circle is tighter than the Chevy Bolt EUV, obviously because of the four-wheel steering. But I'm pretty sure it probably has the same steering system.
No, the gauge cluster, like that screen, the center screen.
Oh, the center stack, right here.
Yeah, it's the same size as the. I don't know what you're doing over there, but I need you to get it together.
I'm not 100% sure
or do they leave it the same size?
Well, with the wheelbase being shorter, but if it's as wide, it could pull off the same interior. I need to look at all the dimensions because it only said the wheelbase. It didn't say if it was any narrower.
I was just curious.
Or anything like that. All right. I'm gonna look up because the center touchscreen is 13.4 in this. If it's the same in the truck, I'm going to assume it's the exact same interior. All right, let's see. GMC Hummer. Images. No, let's go back to search. I need an article so I can look up photos. Let's just go Edmunds. No, Wait. Here we go. No, not Edmonds. Come on. Let's do another search here. Interior. We'll just look at them side by side. Should have just done that in the first place, dummy.
Yes,
All right, let me pull this one up.
They're both the same size. Same size.
It looks exactly the same.
Exactly.
Yeah, it looks exactly the same. So I assume it's the same interior.
Same interior. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
I'm good with that. Absolutely good with that.
Yeah, agreed. All right, so let's do overall numbers here. 5-passenger 4-door wagon. Base price is $105,500.
Jesus.
As tested, the only option is a different color. Everything else is standard. Dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
Everything is standard. I absolutely love that. Obviously, this is the edition 1 or whatever. So this is like the top of the line. Obviously, lower trim levels will have different equipment, but I love that. I really like that. All right, let's see. 830 horsepower, 1,200 foot-pounds of torque. Holy shit. Talk about
What?
torque. Wow.
Oh, good Lord. They can pull anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Well, here explains your good braking. 14-inch vented discs, front and rear.
Good God.
Probably at least six piston calipers. Yeah, that's why it stops so good. Let's see. The tires are 305 55/22s. Wheelbase we talked about 126.7 inches. Overall length is 206.7 inches.
Wow.
So that's a lot. That's a long vehicle.
It's a very long vehicle.
Let's look at the GMC Hummer EV overall length. I want to know how much longer it is overall. Okay, that's not terrible. 206.7. The truck is 216.8. It's 10 inches longer overall.
Okay.
So that's not terrible. It makes sense because what do we say? The wheelbase was 8.9 inches shorter.
Yeah.
So add another 1.1 inches, and there it is. That's your difference. It's not that bad. It's only very slightly smaller.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Still heavy, 8,660 pounds, but fast. 0 to 60 is 3.4. 100, 8.8. We said the quarter miles under 12, just under, and 112 miles an hour. 5 to 60 is 4.1 in what the fuck mode. Braking 0 to 100 braking 495 or 459 feet. Like we said, the handling was shit, but 8,660 pounds. Estimated range is 250 miles, which sucks. And your charge rate, even fast charging, horrible. 2 hours, 8 minutes, unacceptable.
Yeah.
That is very unacceptable. But there's your Hummer SUV and all the details currently that we have. I mean, that pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
General consensus for me and George, we prefer the truck, but yes, it's still pretty.
I see the truck more manly. The SUV is definitely more feminine to me, but yet gives them that I can go anywhere if I need to.
It's the more of the soccer mom version for sure.
I wouldn't say soccer mom, but it's definitely a more feminine version to me. Women like SUVs more than they do trucks.
Yeah, I agree. Truck is it's much more utilitarian, macho.
It's very masculine. I wouldn't say
butch, if you want to call it that. Yeah, it's much better.
Masculine.
Yeah, I like it a lot better.
Some girls like to go out mudding and stuff, and there you go. You got your electric vehicle that can do it.
It's true. It's true. They've been taking them. They've been taking them out off road. Recently, and it does surprisingly well. Okay, I got that wrong. The removable top.
Yeah.
You can have both as T-tops or both as Targa tops, or
T-tops.
both fully covered. I'm gonna
T-tops.
go. I'm gonna go one T-top, the other Targa top.
I'll just
Whichever one I'm sitting in, I want T-top. I don't know why. I'm just weird, but
yeah,
it has a front trunk, which is cool. Good size one too.
A nice front.
Good size trunk. There's your stupid charge port.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I mean, it's a fucking Hummer. Of course I'm gonna like it. There's things about it I don't, but overall, yeah, I like it.
That's every car now. That's any car now. There's something I'm gonna like, things I'm not gonna like.
For sure. I mean, you can always nitpick things.
Yes.
We could nitpick shit for days.
For days.
All right. Next
Did you
thing.
see the Camry concept, the new Camry?
Yeah, I saw where you posted it in the group, and I had seen that before. And I like what I'm seeing. I just don't think
that's actually gonna come to market.
I just don't know that Toyota has the balls to build that.
I don't think they do either. They'll totally downplay it.
It's too much of a departure from what the Camry traditionally is.
Yeah.
I know the Camry has gotten a little bit more sports sedan-y as of late, like,
with the TRD.
Yeah, with the TRD. And I don't mind that car. The newest Camry is actually pretty nice, especially in that trim.
Yes.
But that car, what you posted in the group, it looks too good.
Yeah.
It really, really does. It looks really too good for Toyota to build.
Right.
So while I wouldn't hate seeing it come to market, I really, really don't see it.
I just don't see it coming.
Yeah, I don't see it coming at all.
Now my thing is, like, they bring the car to not the concept we saw it to market, but something similar to it. But you can buy aftermarket parts to make it look like the concept.
I mean, changing fascias isn't difficult, but what about the overall lines and everything? You know what I mean?
They have to fiberglass some stuff and put it on.
I don't know. I mean, that could get real costly real quick.
That's not my problem.
Well, some people share that sentiment. They don't care what things cost. They just want it done.
Right.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I can get behind that idea too. Let the aftermarket thrive a little bit.
Right. Let it thrive.
Yeah.
I think the aftermarket I think manufacturers should pay attention to the aftermarket, because the aftermarket is doing what you wanted to do, but didn't have the balls to actually produce.
Agreed. For sure.
Take heed of what the aftermarket is doing, because they're the ones who are making your product truly sell.
Well, yeah. I mean, the customizable level of the vehicle, how easy is it to find parts?
Yeah.
Costs to upgrade it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. A lot of that goes into certain vehicles that sell so well and some that don't, for sure.
Right.
Yeah. I see it. Yep. Yeah, those pictures that you shared, I don't have Facebook open, or I'd pull it. Well, fuck it. It won't take me long. Hang on. You sent that to me on Facebook, yeah? Or no, you posted it in the group. Yeah, you put it in the group. Hang on. Yeah, it's in the group. Let me find it real quick, because it was fairly recent that you shared those. There it is right there. I got it. All right. This is what we're talking about for those of you that haven't seen it. Let me scroll here real quick. I had it pulled up. The stupid ass thing reset. Here it is right here. Honestly, I think overall, I think it looks good, but I think it has some flaws in its design. And where I say that is the front is too Corolla-ish.
I get crownish in the front.
maybe a little bit. And then look down this profile line along where the door handles are. That looks too Hyundai to me. I get to like Hyundai, like
that the Elantra, the
the Sonata.
Yeah, the Sonata. Yeah,
I see Sonata in the profile line.
Yeah,
I see zero wrong with the rear end though. The back of this car is just about immaculate.
Yeah, the back end of the car is gorgeous. I love the whole. And the back end gives me crossfire.
I don't get crossfire. I see where you're going because of this wing. I don't get crossfire from it. I get a lot of accurate NSX from it.
I can see the accurate NSX, but I still like the overall like the wideness of the back end gives me crossfire.
Okay, man, you see what you see. I like the wheels. I dig the wheels.
I dig the wheels. I do see the NSX. I do see that in the tail lights, and then I get LFA.
All through here is NSX to me, and a little bit in the tail light.
All that gives me LFA. Those huge open spots in the back give me LFA.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that. So you get a mishmatch of a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It's too much other Toyota in the front, not for the good.
Yes.
I get Hyundai down the fucking profile line, and it's like 3 different things back here. You get crossfire from the width, LFA from these giant openings, and I get NSX everywhere else. So, I mean, it's a hodgepodge, a fucking Frankenstein of nonsense. But I don't hate how it looks. Just some tweaks here and there.
Yeah, I can see that. I agree with that statement.
But again, I just don't see Toyota producing this type of vehicle.
They won't. They don't have the balls to.
No, I don't. I agree with you. I don't think they do either. And this would probably be TRD trim, what we're looking at right now. So that's your top of the line. That's your more aggressive body kit, if you want to call it that. So the aftermarket would be able to come up with something, but I don't know. I mean, it already semi looks aftermarket.
It does.
So, I mean, I wouldn't really want it much more radical than it is.
No.
Because, as Mansory has shown us multiple times, you can't overdo it.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, they've done some really nice body kits, and
they have, but simple is always best.
I agree. I firmly agree. I mean, one of the worst examples is the Urus from Mansory. I mean, they way overdid that car. But and then you have the the Maserati MC20.
Yeah.
Their Mansory version of that is actually pretty good.
It's a Maserati. I didn't buy one, and I wouldn't spend extra money for Mansory to touch it.
I mean, I'm not a super huge Maserati guy either, but I mean, the MC20 is
pretty. Nice. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty, but I just can't fathom spending that money.
On a Maserati, no, for sure. I mean, the Italians are notorious for reliability issues.
Yes.
So if I'm going to spend $180,000, $200,000 on something, it's going to be either German or Italian, but not Maserati. Something a little bit more pedigree and reliable, maybe even more corporate, like Lamborghini.
Yeah.
I would probably lean more. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, speaking of Italy, they have a new electric vehicle coming to market.
I remember seeing something about that.
That is, they're aiming for the Porsche Taycan.
Okay.
I don't know. Now, I don't know why they singled the Taycan out with all the other, competitors. The Audi e-tron GT. What else is there? The Tesla Plaid, the Lucid Air Sapphire, now with 1,200 horsepower. I don't know what made them single Porsche out, but apparently this thing's going to have 800 horsepower. Obviously EV, since it's going after the Taycan. This is only a few teaser photos. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Aira.
Ara.
Ira. All right, we're gonna go with that because I'm terrible at foreign names.
Who isn't?
Well, I don't know. There's certain people out there that aren't terrible.
Yeah.
All right, I already don't like this spoiler thing.
Yeah, this one thing looks weird.
Yeah, I already don't like that. I don't like the name either, Ira. No, I don't like that at all. I don't know what this video is. Oh, that's the Porsche Taycan. We're not talking about that. All right. Let's see. Ira plans to launch the sedan in 2026. Initial rollout: North America, China, Europe, and the Gulf states. Customer deliveries of the four-door sedan and its SUV sibling will commence the same year, 2026. So the Taycan is going to have some. He's going to definitely have a head start on your ass. So good luck. Let's see. Here's another weird teaser photo.
I like the line.
Yeah, it's not bad. That obviously those will not be the mirror.
Obviously not.
Headlight design is okay. I don't mind that.
Gives me Beetle vibes.
I can see that a little bit. Yeah,
Not a lot, but a little bit.
Giant fenders. Let's see. Their production. They want 25,000 each annual.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
You won't get those numbers.
Probably not the first few years, unless they have pre-sales.
If they have pre-sale, I don't think they'll get those numbers.
Well, they definitely have to have their production process down. The assembly line has to work like flawlessly, and obviously they have to have the manpower.
That, but they're going to over ask. They're going to astronomical price. The car is not going to sell.
Well, that's the thing. They need to keep the price real. So let's run the gambit here. The top of the line Taycan's what? 160?
Yeah.
The Plaid's 180.
Yeah.
The Sapphire from Lucid is $250,000. The e-tron GT top of the line is what? 170, 180.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if this thing's going to compete in that segment, they're going to have to gain new customer buyers. They're going to have to come in under 160. And theoretically, in my opinion, you're going to need to keep it more toward 120.
Yeah.
Because to draw buyers away from already established brands, which all of those that I just named are, and in this price range, good fucking luck. Right. I mean, really, good luck. No one's ever heard of you. Yes, you're Italian, but that country's synonymous for building inferior quality vehicles. Yeah, they build beautiful vehicles and they build bunkers vehicles. They build fast vehicles. Yeah. Do they build reliable vehicles?
No.
They do not. So, like I said, good luck.
Yeah.
I mean, from what I'm seeing, I don't hate it.
Right. From what I'm saying, I don't hate it either, but I'm just realistically speaking, I don't see it selling more than a few thousand units the first year.
Yeah, like I said, they're definitely going to have to ramp up production and sales and all that because they're going to have issues. They're going to have recalls. That they're going to have to probably do like a mid-model or like a mid-year redesign because something didn't work. They're probably going to have supplier issues. I mean, there's all kinds of things that can disrupt production for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
And
key fobs, that happens.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things happen. You know, we even even General Motors, who has been around for 130 years, still has supplier issues. So I mean,
I believe it.
it's, you know, starting a fucking car company is not easy. Ask any of them that's done it. Trust me. All right, Georgie boy, I got something for you.
All right, what do you got?
That Highlander was for you, and this is for you. I got a new Volkswagen, and it is the Golf R.
Is it 2-door?
Hang on. It is the Golf R 333. It is a hot hatch, a 5-door hatch.
God, it's horrible.
This is the new Golf R 333. Like I said, they're building 333 of them, and it makes 333 horsepower out of its 2-liter turbo. So there you go. That's where the 333 comes from.
God, just get rid of the back doors, make it a coupe, a 3-door hatch. Why does everything gotta have 5 fucking doors?
Well, it's because it's more practical, George.
Screw that. We don't want practical.
Well,
That's not what we want.
I'm not arguing with you.
Ugh.
I don't need practicality either.
I want a big ass door on each side, the wing, and then the lift gate. That's what I need. And I have 2-liter under the hood that goes vroom vroom, and I can hug corners like a champ. That's
you shorten the wheelbase just a little bit.
Yes.
2 doors, and you have a ridiculous car. Make it all-wheel drive, which it should be. It'll say somewhere in here if it's all-wheel drive. Put it into context a little bit. The standard Golf R makes 315 horsepower. So there you go. And it's a 2-liter turbo. Oh yeah, this is the German way of measuring power, horsepower. That's their word for it, and I'm not even going to try to say it. Ferdistark. But yeah, they always say in German it's 333 PS. So I always have to look that up, and then once I look that up, it's actually very, very close to our measurement. It's 329 horsepower here. So a little bit of perspective on how wrong the Germans are, even though they invented the car.
Yes, thank you, Mercedes.
Let's see, 0 to 60 is 4.6. That's respectable.
Yes.
Not the best I've seen, but 170 miles an hour top speed. Let's see. Apparently, it's very agile, as this article says.
Yeah. My GTI was very agile.
Your Golf, it wasn't until you hit the guardrail, yes.
Yes. Hey, now. I walked away from that accident.
You did, and I'm glad you did. It has black painted 19-inch wheels and semi-slick road tires, so this thing did better handle well.
$81,000. Are you serious?
Holy shit!
No, I'm good.
I'm very good. No,
I'm good.
Hell to the no. Shame on you, Volkswagen. Fuck that. Good luck selling. Well, no, I'm not gonna say good luck selling it because a bunch of 333 fucking dipshits will buy it.
Yeah.
And pay way too much for it. And I
80. You had over $80,000. No, sir. I'm sorry. Not for that.
Absolutely not.
I can get a Cadillac Blackwing for that price.
Yeah, you definitely can. Easily. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about, we're going to transition into some SUVs for, well, a truck and then 2 SUVs, and then we'll go back to cars. Okay. The 2024 Chevy Colorado ZR2 Bison.
All right.
Have you seen much about this thing?
Not a lot of it.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about it because I absolutely love it, and I'm not even a truck guy.
That's
so this is the top line off-road, like beast mode motherfucker that Well, the baby beast
Oh,
mode.
damn.
It looks really, really good, man.
It does.
It looks so like aggressive and just
So
in your fucking
2004
face.
Silverado
I
size.
really, really enjoy it though, man.
All
All
right.
right, let's see. Let's get some other pictures and some numbers here. Like I said, this is the top of the line ZR2 Bison, top of the line for the off-roaders, obviously. You have some luxury trim, but we're not talking about that right now.
No.
All right, let's see. You get 17-inch beadlock wheels,
Okay.
35-inch. I don't know what OD mud terrain tires means. I don't know what OD is. But some knobby, beefy bullshit tires, similar to the off-road Hummer. You get some badging and blah, 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 whatever. It says
That ground
racing.
clearance is ridiculous.
The what?
Ground clearance?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hopefully it goes more into detail. There's your suspension setup. That's all air ride. That's nice. I like that. Okay, let's see. Off-road specs include 12.2 inches of ground clearance, which is decent.
Yeah.
38.2 degree approach angle. I don't know what that means. Oh, you're yeah, the angle of the vehicle approaching. And then your departure angle is 26 degrees.
Without it rolling over.
Brake over angle, don't know what that one is.
Means if you're going, like, say you're on the side of a cliff and you turn to a certain degree, the truck won't roll over.
Oh, okay. So it's 26.9 degree brake over angle, which apparently is best in class according to Chevy. Whether or not that's true, we'll see. All right, base. No, actually, the only engine it offers is the 2.7 liter turbo, which is a 4-cylinder. It has a high output variant that puts 310 horsepower and 430 foot-pounds of torque. Semi-okay. Needs to be more, in my opinion.
V8.
Yeah, for sure. Or a diesel, either one. 8-speed auto, so there you go on that. 2-speed transfer case, power locking front and rear differential. So it should be pretty capable off-road.
310 horsepower down. Okay.
Yeah, 310 out of a small turbo. That's not bad.
I know.
Although the Camaro 2-liter turbo was 270 horsepower, so you're 3/4 of a liter bigger and only 40 more horsepower. I don't know. I could argue that. Let's see.
Bigger vehicle.
Much bigger vehicle. So you need more power. I'm just saying 2.7 should be more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, closer to 500 foot-pounds and probably like 350 horsepower. I'm sure that the interior is just the same as the regular, just different materials. You got your Bison, whatever trim stitching on the inside, as you saw down here. There's a Bison.
Yeah, they said it had an 11.3-inch screen in it.
I believe 11.3-inch screen. Yeah. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, selection of safety and driver assist features too. I'm pretty sure it's probably the exact same interior, just different, just slightly different seating material.
Probably.
But compared to last week when we talked about the new Tacoma TRD, whatever, top of the line, we really, really liked it. But now that I see the ZR2 Bison, I need to see them side by side.
Yeah.
I need to see those two trucks side by side. I need to see, compare numbers and figures and everything. They didn't have the price in that article, but I'm going to assume you're looking at probably a $60,000 truck.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'd say about 60 top, full all in 60 grand.
Yeah. They make a high country for the Colorado.
I'm not sure. Let me look here. 2024 Colorado high country. It didn't pull up, so I don't think so. Let me do Colorado trim levels. We'll look at all the trim levels for the Colorado. All right, let's see. There's a bunch. Yeah, here we go. ZR2 Desert Boss is 2023's top trim, and it was 59.6 or 57.6. So for 2024, if we're gonna go to, if we're gonna figure in a new trim level, a higher trim level, and adjust for inflation, you're looking at least 60 grand. I would guess. That's just me. I would guess right around 60, if not higher. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I could be completely off, but I could see it being about 60 because you had the Trail Boss at 57.6. Now you have a slightly, upper trim level with the Bison.
The Trail Boss starts at 38.5. The Z71 starts at 41.3, and then you have your ZR2 that starts at 48.3
and tops at 57.6.
Yeah.
So it's a fairly large range.
I can see a 60K easy.
Yeah. That's where I'm going to put my guess is 60K. Yeah. Oh, by the way, hang on 1 second. I'm talking about my guess and 60K, blah, blah, blah. I need to check back in my notes. Okay, so you remember that TVR, the Speed 12 that was going to auction this month?
Yeah.
We all had our guesses at what it would go for.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to find the results of that auction right now. Actually, TVR Speed 12 auction price auction. All right, let me see. When did this come out? 7 days, 9 days, 5 days. This isn't the actual car that went to auction, though. I want to see the actual car that went to auction.
Do you think BMW, while you're looking at stuff, do you think BMW is going away from their big, huge kidney grills and going back to their smaller kidney grills?
I think they're kind of going like in the middle.
Okay.
The older grills were more square but smaller.
Yeah.
And then they kind of got squatty and wider.
Yes.
And now that they went to that snowshoe beaver tooth, tall, narrower design. Well, I think because I've seen some of the brand new electric SUVs, and it looks like they're kind of going back to the original round or the original smaller square.
Okay.
But they're more like round, not rounding, but the edges are more diagonal. They're not completely round. They're not completely square. So I think they're kind of going in the middle and just tweaking the shape of them a little bit. Because if you look up, I'm going to look it up. BMW, I think it's the i7. Hold on. I hit the wrong thing. Let me go back. Images. Here we go. Okay, no, it must be what's the
i5?
The electric SUVs. What are they?
The XM?
No, I don't think so. XM. No. I don't remember. All right, hang on. Electric SUV. Let me just pull it up this way. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Some of these EV SUVs still retain that goofy ass.
The plug-in hybrid is the XM by BMW.
These retain that recent grill. What was I thinking about? What was I thinking about?
Well, that is fucking hideous.
I know. I think it's a bigger
What
one.
did you Google? Type in the BMW XM 2023.
Well, this is the iX, and this
No,
looks
it's
like the
hideous.
small. That looks like the smaller electric SUV.
Well, the XM is a plug-in hybrid.
XM.
Yeah.
Okay, this is more what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, the grill isn't quite as tall,
Right.
so they kind of brought it back to that squattier, wider look, but they're not completely rounded.
Okay.
And I honestly don't hate the look, but I don't love it either.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
Right.
Some of it I don't like. Like
it
some of it I don't like.
it still looks a little too piggish to me.
Yes. Good word. Good word.
It really looks piggish. But it's still better than that horseshoe beaver tooth grill.
You'll leave it to beaver shit.
Yeah, I have to say that. Like, this is way better than that old design.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. That smaller one, the iX, still kind of has that beaver tooth snowshoe grill. And BMW caught so much shit over that. Like,
yeah, they did. Oh, absolutely.
It was ridiculous. Like, it was terrible.
Like they needed to do a mid-model revamp of the front end. They got so much shit.
But it still looked terrible. I'm still trying to look up that GVR, guys. I'm not trying to hype in your ears.
I do like the new Defender
130. I think I found it.
Did you find it?
Yeah, this was May 30th, so yesterday, 2023. The car sold. Let's see. Let's scroll down here. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about again. Obviously showed it when we talked about it at first. All right, so this is the car. It's the only one they ever built that was actually drivable. You could go on the road and actually drive it.
Yeah.
And when I first brought it up, I had Sergio, George, and myself guess at what this thing would sell for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it went out. It was up for auction in Europe somewhere. I'm not sure. We'll find that out. But George said 5.6 million pounds. Sergio said 16.5 million pounds, and I said 10,750 pounds. I went right in the center. So hopefully we're about to find out how much it actually did sell for.
Scroll down. So I thought I saw a price.
Some quick details. It had a V12. I think it
Don't
made
care. It's the price.
Okay. It sold for 601,500 pounds.
So that was the closest. We all went over.
Nobody won. Yeah, you went over by 5 million pounds.
You went over by 10 million pounds.
The only factory built Cerberus B12, 601,500 pounds, which is $749,710. It literally just sold.
It's cool. I'd love to have that car in my repertoire.
Oh, absolutely. And I guarantee some billionaire enthusiast. Huh?
Who just walked in?
Oh, Abby. Abby just got back.
Oh, so I thought I heard a purse.
Huh?
Thought I heard her purse.
Oh, yeah. Did you find anything? No? It's fuck Marshalls. They suck.
Hobby Lobby.
Yeah. So yeah, we were all like astronomically too high.
Yeah.
Which, in my opinion, this car should have sold for way, way, way more than that.
I don't think a lot of people knew the auction was going on, and somebody got very, very lucky.
It was Silverstone Auctions, obviously in England.
Obviously.
We
must go over there one day and just have a little look around.
Absolutely, we need to go over there.
I think it would freak me out driving on the wrong side of the road, but I'd love to go.
Agreed. All right, so a little bit about
I didn't
a little
drive.
bit. I want to talk just a touch about TVR's really rocky past, because TVR has changed hands, I think, more than any other manufacturer ever. TVR was once owned by the Russians, so that tells you how rocky their history is or has been. All right, so in 1988, their annual gross revenue was £7 million. Like that's nothing. That's you're barely you probably aren't even
You may not keep the lights on.
You can't. Yeah, you're probably not even making a profit. Like that's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 1997, the company was grossing 50 million pounds. And obviously, with inflation, you went from $9.06 million, that's what it says here, to $62.97 million. That's with inflation. So, I mean, they have gotten more, well, I don't know about profitable, but the revenue has steadily increased by quite a bit, actually.
Yes. Thank God.
Yeah, for sure. Because I've always liked TVRs. They're really, really cool cars. Dangerous, but cool.
And fun.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let me see here. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm excited. I decided if I get a 24 CT5V, I'm getting that gold.
Now, are they doing both CT4 and CT5 in that yellow?
I believe so. The V series is getting the 5 colors.
I want to see the CT5 in that yellow because the CT4 looks really, really good in that color.
Yeah. I want that 5.
So yeah, I agree with you. I want to see.
My mom gave me a thumbs up on the color, so I was like, "Yeah, buddy."
All right, let me show you guys what we're talking about. CT4V black one. Pull up yellow. There it is, right there.
Yes, sir.
I love it, man.
I think it's absolutely gorgeous.
I agree.
I love that.
It looks. I mean,
so
when
good.
you told me at first that it was going to come in yellow, I was like, a yellow Cadillac? I don't know, man. But this isn't like.
It's like the John Mustard color.
Obviously, this is not what it's going to look like in the daylight under the sun, but in this picture, it's not like screaming, "Look at me," yellow. Yeah, it looks more of like not a brown mustard, but a mustardy yellow.
Yeah.
And I don't hate it at all. I actually really like it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, the way they break it up with all the black. You know,
they hint the blue.
It's the blue calipers. It's just broken up really well, and with the specific lines and everything, it changes tones. I really, really like it. Yeah, it looks really good. What's it gonna?
So now 442 come out of the CT4. So now 442 horse, I think, in the V Blackwing.
472 and 445 torque.
Yeah.
Which is up from the ATS-V, not incredibly up, but slightly.
My twin turbo V6. Oh, see, that's what.
What?
It sounds so wonderful.
Oh, I mean, the ATS-V, obviously I've never heard a CT4V Blackwing in person, but the ATS-V, just stock sounded ridiculous for what it was.
The CT5V sounded great. Amazing.
The V6 one?
Yeah. Amazing. I drove it. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, so wonderful. I was like, I wasn't at the 550 with the twin turbo V6, but after driving that V, I was like, yeah, I gotta have a V. I gotta have it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want the Blackwing for sure.
I don't want the Blackwing. I don't need the V8. I don't need that much horsepower.
Whoever said need?
I don't want that much horsepower.
Okay, well, if you don't want it, that's another story.
Yeah, I don't want
I
that.
want
I like the V series is good. The twin turbo V6 is perfect for me.
It's really not. It's only 355 horsepower.
It's
Not enough.
as far as I drive, that car won't get driven that much. It'll probably get
I don't know. 355 horsepower doesn't warrant just the V in itself. Just make it a different trim level. Don't. What?
Well, they did. They made it a 550, and then they also have the V series with the performance options on it. So you can get it without a V.
Okay.
It's 65
Okay.
550 T, which is a twin turbo V6 without the performance. If you
Oh,
want the
don't pay attention to that 550T bullshit, because it's not accurate, and most people don't even know what the fuck that means.
I didn't say it was accurate. I said, but that's the only way you get the twin turbo V6, not in a V.
No, I get that. But yeah. I mean, that badge in itself is completely stupid, and I really wish they'd get away from it. Because, like I said, most people don't know what it means, and it's not accurate.
In Newton meters of torque, that's what it means. Newton meters.
It's Newton meters of torque, but it's rounded to the nearest 50.
Yes.
So Americans, one, don't know what a Newton meter is, and two, they don't know the conversion, which I don't even know I don't even know the exact conversion. But and three, it's a stupid badge to begin with. Like, I think it clutters up the rear end, and they just need to get away from that. My opinion, which I'm more than able to share on this shit. But anyway, yeah, we went way over on this TVR. For some reason, I don't know why, but yeah. 601,000.
Approximately a Newton meter is 0.738 pound-feet of torque.
All right, so type in 550.
Okay, so you're 550 times 0.738. 406 pound-feet of torque.
That's terrible. That's terrible torque. And that's rounded up to the nearest 50, more than likely, not down. Yeah. So you might even be even lower than that. So no, that's terrible torque. I'm unimpressed. And I'm unimpressed with how much this car sold. Like, shame on the people that went to this auction and literally let somebody steal this car for just over £500,000. Like, that is a steal and a half. It's the
I paid £1 million for that car.
It's literally the only one that can ever be driven on the road. And someone just stole it for 601,500 pounds. Yeah. It has 7.7 liter V12, people. Yeah. 1,000 horsepower. Are you kidding me? In 2004, this car came out? Ridiculous. And someone literally just stole it for 601,000 pounds.
Some schmuck got lucky.
Someone got super lucky. All right, I'm going to give you an option. Okay. I got two. I got a Land Rover and a Range Rover. Which one do you want to talk about? Land Rover Defender 130. Son of a bitch. You guessed it 100% right.
Of course, I saw it in the email. You sent me the link.
Oh, you fucking cheated, you bastard.
I didn't cheat. It was the top two next to the link. I had to go.
Cheated.
I didn't even read the article.
I know, but you still cheated. You saw Land Rover and Range Rover, so obviously going to pick Land Rover.
I like the Defender more than I do the Range Rover. I'm sorry.
All right. 2024 Land Rover Defender 130 outbound.
They stretched it. It's got more leg room.
Obviously, like the most ridiculous Land Rover that you can get right now.
Yes, sir.
Starts at 86 grand.
Yes.
Which I guess for what you're getting, and I obviously haven't seen the options list. Have you spec'd one of these?
No, I haven't yet, but I will.
Do that and let me know what you get price wise, because again, starts at 86.
Give me a sec. I want it.
All right, let's see. Despite the long wheelbase, obviously it's longer than the original Defender. It still only seats 5.
Which is what I need.
Well, yeah, I mean you don't need.
I don't need any best. I have no fuck trophies. I'm good.
Probably only going to have like at most 4 people in it anyway. You, Hunter, me, and Abby.
At most.
All right. This one has a 493 horsepower supercharged V8.
Okay.
Which
is that an
also-
autobiography or is that not an autobiography?
What are you talking about?
one-
The trim level?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Got it.
No, I think this one's just the outbound. Yeah. Okay, so there's a 110 and a 130. That refers to their wheelbases.
And a 90.
And a 90. Okay, so we're shorty.
It comes with 2-door versions, the 90, and then they have the standard 110, I believe it is, which is a 4-door version. And the 130 is the stretched 4-door version.
Okay. Nice. Got some options there.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, 2 and 4-door body styles, including 110 and 130. They don't mention the 90 here. Let's see.
All right. Go with.
I guess they added 16 and a half feet to the thing.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Dude, it's super stretched. It's like the
That is
Suburban Defender.
Holy hell. That
It's
profile picture did not do the length of this thing justice. Shit.
It's fantastic.
I see it in this photo. I thought it ended with that bag.
No.
But holy hell, there's another foot beyond that.
Yes.
At least another foot. Holy shit, is this thing huge?
Worth it.
Let's see. Land Rover also offers 2 paint colors in satin form
Yeah.
for $5,500. Eiger gray and Santorini black. That's some expensive paint. 20-inch wheels, blah, blah, blah. Optional 22-inch wheels. But those are $2,400, and they only come in all-season tires. The 20 inches you can get all terrains.
Okay.
Let's see. So it's a hybrid. You get 395 horsepower out of a 3-liter 6 with an electric supercharger and a 48-volt hybrid system. Starts at 86 grand. Okay, here you go. It tops out. The V8 version, this may not even be with all options, $118,075.
It starts at 116.
That's too much money.
I'm still doing options. Leave me alone for a second. Hold on. Oh my.
Ooh, hang on.
Okay, next step. Exterior features. Yes, add that. Next step.
Oh, okay. No, it's just slightly smaller. All right, you keep speccing that out. We're gonna move along.
I am like nowhere near halfway done, and I'm already at $130,000.
Jesus Christ. 130 grand, not even halfway done. For something that starts at 86.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I didn't
So
start at
you
86.
get-
I started at 116.
oh, so the V8 version.
Yeah, I got the V8. Yeah, I got the V8 version. What's wrong with you? Duh.
So that's where you're going to start.
I started at
Okay,
116.
okay. So well, I guess it depends on what else comes with that V8 version. For 116, I don't know, man. All right, so we're going to talk about the new i5 BMW.
It's sexy.
Obviously, electric.
That's fine. It's sexy.
I haven't actually seen it yet. Am I sharing? Yes, I'm sharing. All right, so that's the i5, and yeah, I mean it's got that similar shaped grille that the XM has.
All right. Well, I'm
Obviously,
done.
not as tall. All right, what'd you get? Fully fucking loaded,
Fully
fully
fucking
spec'd
loaded.
out.
The I1 spec'd out is $128,615 plus destination charge of $101,475 and gas guzzler tax of $3,000. So roughly right around $134,000.
134 grand for a Defender that's been stretched over 2 feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get a fairly mediocre V8.
It's a 5.0. Don't you call it mediocre?
It's fucking mediocre.
You're mediocre.
With technology nowadays, a supercharged V8, even a 5 liter, it's a small displacement V8, that should be more towards 600. I'm sorry. It just should.
But
It's a big, heavy vehicle, too. I mean, you're looking at probably 3
but
tons.
the reason why they use your small mediocre V8 is also because that truck will sit at a 45-degree angle on its side and not roll over.
Oh, fuck your low center of gravity. Most people that buy Land Rovers are never going to go
Actually, most people
off-roading.
who buy those take those off roading. There's like special clubs for having
They're
Land
not,
Rovers.
they're not going to get that extreme, though. They're not going to get that extreme.
Are you?
Some of them, maybe.
YouTube. Yeah,
Some
right?
of them might. I'll concede
People
that.
put snorkels on them things and to take them off roading, and they do submerge our front end.
All right. I'll concede that some people might get that crazy, but the majority of your fucking suburban moms aren't going to take their Land Rovers off-road. They're just
That's
not.
true. They are mall crawlers here in the United States, but in Europe they are off-roading.
Over there, it's different. They actually appreciate the Land Rover for what it is.
Yes, it's a military vehicle. It's fantastic.
Over here, it's a fucking status symbol, and that's how they treat it.
Well, over there, BMWs are not a status symbol. It's an everyday car.
Right.
Like the Ford Taurus over there is a status symbol. Can you believe the Ford Taurus is a status symbol?
Well, some of the shit I've seen that drive over there, I can see it.
I just threw up my mouth a little bit.
Thanks.
But the Navigator status symbol. What's kind of status symbol here?
Navigator's a piece of shit.
Yes, sure.
All right, so likely this car is going to begin mid $60,000.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Says the M60 X-Drive variant will be mid 80s.
I can see that.
Optional packages and accessories can raise the final price, obviously. So you could probably spec one to about 100 grand.
Challenge.
Obviously, the M60 X-Drive will be your equivalent to the M6 or M5, whatever you want to consider it. Probably the M5.
Give me a Grand Coupe.
No. 4 doors does not equal coupe. You'll never convince me. I don't care. Call it whatever you want. It's not a coupe.
It's a coupe.
No, it's not.
It's a coupe. I dare find it so.
Yeah, you did that shit on purpose.
Yeah, well, you'll get over it.
All right. Here's some numbers for you. The eDrive 40, the rear-wheel drive version, single motor, 335 horsepower, which is decent out of a single motor.
Mm-hmm.
M60 X-Drive variant has a second motor on the front axle, so it's dual motor, all-wheel drive, 590 horsepower, which I think is stupid because shouldn't it be double the horsepower? 2 motors, double the horsepower.
I would say so.
So it should be 670 horsepower,
Yes.
but it's 590.
Detuned. They detuned it. It's okay.
They for sure did, which is bullshit. The the M60 X Drive 0 to 60 in 3.7, decent. Let's see and rear wheel steering. That's pretty cool. Which I always thought rear wheel steering was cool.
Honda did it, and then early '90s the Prelude.
Yes, they did. They most certainly did. GMC did it with the Sierra for a little while.
Yes, they did, and with the Grand Prix. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was one of their sedans.
I don't
Those are
think
early '90s Grand Prix. I think.
I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Let me look it up. Let's see, 1990s Grand Prix rear wheel steer. Did it have it? All right, let me do this another way. All cars with rear wheel steering. Oh shit! This might be its own episode in its
So
on its own. Jesus Christ! AutoGuide.com. What cars have rear wheel steering? Hopefully, this is a decent list or source. Doesn't look like it.
the SUVs, it's the big sedans.
Okay, this says the Panamera, the CT6, the F Sport versions of the GS and the LS 500 all have four-wheel steering. A bunch of Acuras, a bunch of Audis, all kinds of German shit.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to go through that. A lot of cars had all-wheel steering or four-wheel steering, and I think it should be.
The Grand Prix had it, but I could also be wrong as well. I know
It could have been an option around that time.
I know they had a heads-up display.
Yeah, those cars were actually really quirky. They had a lot of things going on that not a lot of other things did. Yeah. I could see it.
Yeah, they had a heads-up display. It was really kind of cool.
Yeah, it was a very early version. It had a digital dash and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure did.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the E40, the eDrive 40, the base single motor, whatever, 295 miles of range. The M60 Extra Drive obviously goes down to 256. But this one, its fast charging goes from 10 to 80% in 30 minutes.
Okay, I can do that.
Not 208. Or 2 hours and 8 minutes. I'm sorry, 2 hours, 8 minutes. 30 minutes is fine.
30 minutes
anything over that,
eat and
anything over that is too much.
Yeah.
Definitely too much. All right, that does it for the BMW. And we come to the jewel of the episode, the new Aston Martin. Have you seen this thing yet?
I think I shared it to you.
I don't know, you may have. But holy balls. The DB12 Aston Martin 2024. Obviously, any car guy knows of the Aston Martin DB
This is so
line.
beautiful. Oh.
It's out of this world beautiful. You know, they do the slightest tweaks to the grille, but it's just so subtle and noticeable, and it always works. It always works.
It's like a largemouth bass. I just love it.
And this is how, like I said the other day, when you and Sergio were both on here, this is how you do a giant grill. It's an art piece. It's expected to start at $245,000.
Pennies in the bucket.
It has a 671 horsepower twin turbo 4-liter V8. They claim a 0 to 60 in 3.5 and a top speed of 202. Which I'm sorry, it should be higher. But I'll never do 202, so I have no room to talk.
Never say never.
That's true, but I highly doubt I'll ever drive 200 miles an hour. It's a bucket list thing, but
That fastest I've gone is 155.
fastest I've driven probably 130. And I think that wasn't even the Camaro. I think that was the Cadillac.
I did it in my GTI. It was quite nice.
You pegged that bitch.
You're damn right I did. I love that car. If I could get another one, I would.
Fucking look online and find one. I'm sure they're out there.
I'm sure they are. I want an R, though. I want an R.
Okay. I'm sure they're out there too. We've already gone over all this.
I want one of these too.
590 foot-pounds of torque in the new V8. The outgoing V8 was 528 horsepower, 513. And then the old V12 was 630 horsepower and 516 foot-pounds. So this new V8 with the twin turbos is far superior than anything they've had in the past. So that's cool.
Yes.
Although I love a good V12.
Those wheels are gorgeous.
The wheels are quite nice, actually. 21-inch wheels. Michelin Pilot Sport S5 summer tires. They're 21s. Yeah, the wheels are really nicely designed. Let's see. Brakes are gigantic, as you can see.
Clearly.
They're carbon ceramic, so they only weigh 60 pounds. I guess the front, I can't imagine that being all four. Chassis is 7% stiffer.
I bet them seats hug you like a glove.
Look at the interior, man.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
It's classic Aston Martin, but modern.
It's simple and clean.
It's beautiful. I love the gate, the screens. Obviously, the dash is digital now. That screen in the center.
Yes.
Yeah, it's clean. You still have some buttons, so you have that old world feel.
I like when they put the seat buttons too. That's really nice.
Yeah. It has the holy shit handle right there in the middle. Quilted leather. Man, this interior is phenomenal.
It really is.
From Aston Martin, their interiors in the past have been questionable, especially for what you're paying for them. This is phenomenal. Like, this blends old and new very, very nicely.
Yes, it does. Where's my ring?
That is beautiful. I like that. There's another view of the dash there. Your gear selector, your start stop, your toggle switches, buttons, whatever all that bullshit is. I can't tell.
Yeah.
And then obviously this center screen is your infotainment, your GPS and all that bullshit. This is probably all your HVAC stuff. Actually, yeah, it is. That says temp. That says fan. Don't know what these two say. But yeah. Maybe volume and radio. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm speculating. It's a really, really
Well, you get your
nice
hazards, you have your defrost, your rear defrost, you have your heated seats, you have your cooled seats, you have your parking lights, your traction control.
What are we looking at? The center stack right here?
Yeah, right there, yeah.
Okay, I see where you're at. These eight buttons.
Yeah.
And yeah, the heated seats are touch.
Heated and cooled seats, yeah.
Yeah. This gear selector is very strange.
I like it. It's a slide lever.
It's really strange, but
It
yeah,
is.
I don't hate it. It's small, understated, out of the way. I honestly can't find anything I don't like about it. I need to sit in it.
Oh,
Because again, giant.
yeah.
But I fit in much smaller cars than this. So
True.
let's see if we have any other decent photos of it.
Now I want to go to Aston Martin and take a little gander, walk around, and find out some information.
Name the time of day, bro. I'll go. There's your profile.
Looks great. Love those.
Still looks a lot like the DB11.
Gives me a lot of Jag lines.
I can see maybe a little bit of Jag, but I still see a lot of DB11 in the overall.
I see a lot
profile.
of DB11. I see a lot of Aston in it, but I see a lot of Jag too in them lines.
I can see some Jag. There's the interior again.
The interior says Aston all day, but that
another shot of the interior, which is a much better shot. Here's the front profile. Here's the rear.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes, sir. I can't really see much there. There's the wheel design.
Tesla's headlights look good too. Carbon
fiber mirrors. Yeah, those headlights do look good. Yeah, carbon fiber mirrors, carbon fiber door pillars, or roof pillars, whatever the fuck you want to call those.
Yeah.
Even carbon fiber in the center stack.
Oh, go back up. No.
Wait, what?
Go back up. Right there.
One more?
No, well, that works too.
One more.
Go back down one.
One. Okay.
Yeah, right there. That's it.
Does
it have? Okay, so it does have a slapstick option.
Yeah. You have your manual option, and it's got the pedals.
Paddles.
Yeah, it's got paddles.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
So you got your park button, and then once you.
I wonder if you just. I know it doesn't slide down. It's a tap thing. So you'll tap.
More than likely, yeah. More than likely.
To drive.
Yeah, then park and manual are actual buttons, and these rollers are temperature, fan, volume, and something else. I can't see what that's. I think that says temp too.
It does.
Oh, dual zone climate.
Yeah.
So you got your dual zone climate control. Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
There's another photo. Your infotainment shit.
Yeah.
Probably some more carbon fiber under here, I would imagine.
Most definitely. I'm serious.
Those headlights are beautiful. I love that design. I mean, Aston Martin has a great ass. Always
has.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just look at it, bro. That overall shape has just stood the test of time. It has obviously evolved, from the DB3. Well, no, the DB1, obviously. The DB1 was a more radical design, but as soon as you got to like DB3, DB4, this overall shape came to be.
Yeah.
And then, you get to the 5, 6, and then 7 for sure.
They stretched it.
It's just so ridiculously. Yeah. Like I've always said, Aston Martin can literally almost do no wrong. With the exception of a couple things, they can't do anything wrong.
Mm-mm. That SUV needs some work.
The DBX does need some work. It looks good in the 707 AMR livery, but for what you're paying, the interior doesn't match. And I think it's too tall. I don't know. I mean, I'd honestly rather pay a little bit more and buy the Ferrari.
SUV?
Yeah.
I rather have a Bentley. I'll take the Bentayga.
That's more of a luxury SUV. We're talking about more performance kind of.
No, I'll probably take a Urus.
Huh? Oh, you want the Urus?
I'll take a Urus.
All right. I mean, you're looking at much less money than the Ferrari, and I can't pronounce its fucking name.
Yeah.
That's why I just keep calling it the Ferrari because it's the only SUV they make. It's like
the
pure.
Ferrari.
It's like
The Ferrari.
it's like Puro Sangue or some bullshit like that.
Oh,
I don't want to sound like an ass trying to pronounce it,
Oh, true.
even though I do sound like an ass a lot of the time.
Yes, you do, but that's okay.
All right, I got a quick list for you if you want to go through it.
What's the list?
It's the hottest 80s cars that we forgot about.
The Fiero, the Tempo.
Ooh, the Tempo, really? You think the Tempo's in there?
I
I mean, they did do like a GX version of it.
Yeah, the
but
GX version.
It was still a Tempo.
I know.
I'm gonna guess
I
that
like
was
one of the
not-
Tempos. I like one of the later models of Tempo. I liked it. I don't know why, but I did.
I was never a fan, but
All right, let's do this.
All right.
Let's rock this out.
all right. So we've been talking about new shit and electric, all this other fucking, all this technology bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to our time, shall we?
Shall we?
Abby doesn't know about our time.
She doesn't. She was probably made to freaking New Kids on the Block.
Abby was born.
No,
in
she wasn't.
what?
She was probably made to NSYNC.
Okay, I won't say it. What, 93? Yeah, 93.
Oh,
Abby
she
was born.
Boyz II Men.
Abby was born 3 years after my first car.
Boyz II Men. She
Perspective for you. All right, so let's get into this shit. The
She was born to Boyz II Men. Yeah.
Subaru Brat. I haven't forgotten
We
about
didn't
it.
forget about
although
that.
I wish I did forget about it.
Why did I have to see that? Now I can't unsee it. It's just
This is Japan's Holden Ute. Obviously, it was for the
in America. It sold over 100,000 models. Jesus Christ!
yeah, in the American market. Believe if you believe that or not.
all 4-wheel drive too. Oh, I can see it's just 4-wheel drive. But...
This was their attempt at copying the El Camino, and it was a failure. Even though they sold a lot, terrible. Oh wait, it had a gutsy turbocharged 1.8. Yeah, watch out, El Camino.
It gave you 75 horses.
Watch out, El Camino, with your 454.
Chrysler
Mitsubishi and Chrysler's joint venture. Oh, this is the Mitsubishi and Chrysler Conquest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that car. I didn't even think about that car. Didn't even miss that car. Oh my god, let's keep going.
I mean, I obviously have heard of it, but it was never like
40 MPG.
burned into my brain. In the 80s, that's actually pretty good.
Hell, in today's standard, that's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's still really good. It had bucket seats, lumbar support, tinted glass, power adjustable mirrors. What? Are you kidding me? Power mirrors? Fucking sign me up.
Right?
70,000 of them sold.
Not bad.
I mean, yeah, I guess rise and falls. The rise and fall of England's Midas. What the hell is that?
I don't know, but I like it. I don't know why, but I like it.
It's the manufacturer is Midas, launched in 1978. Fiber monocoque body is the first one to do that.
I like it. I don't know why I like it, but I like it.
Well, Gordon Murray was involved in the design.
It gives me
And
walrus. It gives me walrus.
We know what Gordon Murray brought us.
It's like a walrus in the front.
The McLaren F1.
Yes.
I mean,
Like
so he knows a thing or two about designing a car. This is a miss.
Looks like a walrus.
This is terrible.
It's awesome. I like it. I like it. I don't know why I like it, but I like it.
I don't know why you like it either.
I don't know, but I like it. I get walrus in the front end.
Really, really,
It's
really
so
strange.
Awesome. So awesome. Okay, next.
Super duper weird.
Super awesome.
They produced 500 of them, so you might be able to get your hands on one day, Georgie. I like it so much.
Yeah.
All right, the Alfa Romeo 6.
Dun dun dun.
I'm glad I never knew about this car, much
Yeah, I
less
never
forgot
knew.
about it. Old Alphas were just so bad, dude.
But
Like they
it's
were really,
that's
really bad.
dreams. I want to be a Mercedes Benz. Love me
Or a
like
Jag, or even a
Mercedes.
Jag.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's like. It's doing is I want to be a
The
Jag.
back
Or,
end is screaming, I want to be a Jag. Her friends like, I want to be a Mercedes. We're a love child.
that's terrible, man.
And it looks like Al Pacino's kids.
They made 12,000 of these fucking things.
Have you seen Al Pacino's kids? It looks
No,
like
I haven't.
you should Google that.
This looks like a little bit of Downs.
It looks like that.
Yeah. Some
You
Downs
know,
going
he
on.
impregnated his 29-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah, for like their 14th children or child.
Fourth child.
Well, it's like 3 too many.
It's four. It'll be his fourth kid.
He's 89. Why are you having children, bro?
Why?
And how
First
much
off, why is
Viagra
he
are
the
you popping to
89-year-old?
be able to do that?
I mean, Jesus Christ.
89. Holy shit.
Still pregnant.
Short-lived Buick. The Buick Century Turbo.
I see why
this was-
big too.
I think this was their citation.
When are the GNX like fastback?
Buick did the GNX, obviously.
Yeah,
but it was-
when I was trying to be like a fastback of it version of it, it didn't do so hot.
no, that was the Monte Carlo with the Aero Coupe.
Oh, okay.
Buick never did that. That was the Monte Carlo.
Oh, okay. I knew one of them did it. It was a
But yeah,
turbo.
this is the Buick Century Coupe. Had a turbocharged V6, 177 horsepower.
Okay.
Torque comparable to the then Corvette, which is saying something.
Yes.
But this reminds me of my dad's Chevy Citation.
Okay.
That's what it puts me in the mindset of. Let me pull one up so you, because not a lot of people even know what a Citation was, and very few, even fewer people have even seen one in person. And my dad owned one of these fucking things.
Okay. Yeah. I used to hate
Yeah,
that.
he owned this car. His was white, but he had an X11, and that's what this car puts me in the mindset of. This one might be a little bit longer,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Your dad is so
overall,
short. I can see him driving such a small car.
I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, okay, it was small. My dad's a little guy. He's only 5'7". Leave him
I
alone.
know. As I said, he's a short man. I can see him driving a small car like that.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
let me tell you, dude, the X11 had the high output 2.8. That motherfucker would fly, dude. And it had 4-speed in it.
I didn't say it didn't, but
Yeah, that thing will move. That's just what this puts me in the mindset of.
I can see it all day. I
Yeah.
sure do. Yes, sir.
So now that we're caught up on
That.
obscure GM vehicles, yeah, this is the Buick
the
Century
weight
Coupe, Turbo Coupe.
Cheers.
I like it. I would drive one.
Of course you would.
2 years of production, less than 2,000 sold. So good luck.
Good luck finding one.
Yeah.
They're all
Next,
they're all little cupcakes now.
what in the actual hell is that?
What is that? What is that? Oh my god, what is that?
It's a Cypher, is what it's called.
It's sad is what it is.
Inspired by the Mazda MX-5, obviously. But it
Oh, the
looks,
Miata, that's what it is. The Miata.
it looks more like a Lotus
Yeah,
to me.
with a buck tooth.
It has an 850cc Reliant engine.
Okay.
It took the engine from a 3-wheeled rollover happy car and put it in this and
Okay.
tried to compete with an MX-5
It's a Miata.
with MX-5 wheels on it.
It's a Miata. Call it what it is.
Wow. No fucking thank you.
Oh,
here it is. Here it is. This is the Citation X11. This is the exact car my dad had. I think it's the exact wheels. His had white letter tires on it. This is even a similar color to his.
His was white, so I can see that. Okay.
Yeah, this is pretty much what my dad's car looked like. It's a nice car, man.
I'm not
And
saying it's not. I'm
no,
not
no,
saying
no. I'm agreeing
I'll
with
drive
you.
it. I drive it.
I would too. It had a, like I said, a high output 2.8 liter V6. Don't remember the horsepower. Let me see if we can even find that. Let's see, X11 high output horsepower.
Well, who taught you how to type?
No one. It's like 135 horsepower. That's the high output 2.8 liter V6. 135.
You type the word high like you're saying hi to somebody instead of high like high temp. Oh my God, wow.
Are you nitpicking my typing now?
I am. I'm just trying to understand you a little bit better.
I'm not the best typer, okay? I don't work on a
No, you
computer
chicken
all
peck
day.
the shit out of your fucking
Yeah,
computer.
I hunt and peck with 2 fingers, yes. But I try to do better, but I'm not good at it.
We're gonna have a typing class. I'll come and give you a typing class.
Typing class.
Yes.
You guys saw my mom type and then me type. Be like,
How do you not type like your mother?
well, she was an office manager for 30 fucking years.
Yeah, she knows how to type. She should taught you how to type.
I took typewriting I took typing in high school.
I took typing in middle school.
We didn't have it in middle school.
Well, I went to a private school, so I had it. Actually, I had it in 5th grade. What's the
Fine.
point?
This is called the Mirada. Obviously, this comes from Ford.
Of course. I remember that car.
I mean, I very vaguely remember it.
I remember that car. I do remember that. I do. Didn't like it then. I still don't like it now.
Had a V8, white walls. It's whatever. It's a typical 80s larger
52,000 were sold over 3 years.
50-pound door having fucking car. Yeah, 52,000. Not very good.
Smacks by that door. You're hurting somebody. You're leaving a bruise on their leg.
Oh yeah, they're gonna lose a ball. You hit them in the nuts.
Yeah,
That's a 50-pound door. Easy.
Why are you hitting the nuts with a 50-pound door? I'm puking.
Ugh. The AMC Eagle.
Ugh.
Cam back.
Can we just,
I didn't forget about it, but I really want to.
oh God, it hurts my eyes. It hurts my eyes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just about everything AMC, the Pacer, everything they made was shit.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. Like there was potential. Back in the 60s, when the muscle car reigned supreme, the AMC came out with the AMX.
Yes.
That was decent. That was a decent vehicle. But then we went into the 70s and even further into the fucking 80s, and they just got so progressively worse and just so shitty.
So much shit got shitty.
Oh, it's terrible. They sold 34,000 of these pieces of shit in their first year.
On to the next.
Terrible. All right, CJ8. That's obviously a Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
This is
I remember the Scrambler.
Huh?
I remember that.
Yeah. The Scrambler was It was their first attempt at an actual pickup truck, and
it's a Gladiator.
It worked.
It was the OG Gladiator.
Yeah, it worked. I mean, the Gladiator sucks now.
Yeah.
I hate that thing. It's ugly. Yeah. At least this thing has some curves and some subtlety to it. Like the Gladiator is just a big box with a bed on it. Like I hate it.
That's a big box with a bed on it.
I hate to break it to
you.
I don't like it.
I like the Scrambler.
This one's much better, yes, for sure. But I didn't forget about it.
It's so big hair. I don't shave anything, anywhere. Time period.
Yeah. That's not. I don't want to think about that. There's too much hair involved.
Way too much hair involved.
Too much hair involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Ford EXP.
So
Yeah, I'm glad I don't remember this.
I'm glad I don't remember that car. I don't. The fuck?
This was the precursor to the Escort, apparently.
Oh, wow. We can
Oh,
escort his
wait.
stuff right back to where it
No.
came from.
No, this was the first version of the EXP was about to end. The workers took a new Escort and restyled it. So the Escort became this, and then it went back to the Escort,
Oh.
which probably good for the Escort.
225,000 were sold.
Yeah, this thing's terrible.
Oh God.
There are no numbers, obviously. It says intricate design and no front grille. How is that good? The grille's there for a reason, dipshits. But whatever. I don't remember this, and I will continue to forget it.
Yes.
All right, Lincoln Continental Diesel. Lincoln did the same dumbass move Cadillac did, and putting a diesel in their cars. Like Cadillac did it first.
BMW.
Well, they actually knew what they were doing. Diesels were around for a long time up until then, but as far as developing a diesel for a car, we didn't know how to do that over here.
No.
Because they were just poorly executed. Although this one was a BMW turbo diesel, still only made 114 horsepower, and the car itself was terrible.
I liked that car.
I never really cared for the Continental.
I always liked the Continental, except for the new one.
Yeah, the new one sucks. It's a blatant Bentley ripoff. Especially the ones that got shipped over to Europe with the fucking suicide doors. Come on.
Yeah.
I understand the Continental had suicide doors in the 60s, but you went so long.
I would have brought back the Lanyard. I'm sorry. I would have brought back the Lanyard with the suicide doors. I would have made it very modern interior, a little modern headlights, taillights.
They should have not made it look so much like a Bentley, though.
It wouldn't have looked like a Bentley fucking around with me.
I think it did. I think it looked like
it looked like the one that JFK got shot in. Convertible, big trunk.
No, I don't think so. The Isuzu Impulse.
What?
This puts me in like Saab vibes.
Yes.
Like fender back. That's a Saab.
Yes.
And then it's like Nissan Pulsar front.
Yes.
I'm pulling them out of my ass today.
Yeah.
I really am. I don't like this at all.
In the words of a living color, hated it.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. 40,000 is in its best year, and it sold for 6 years.
Wow.
Isuzu never really got much recognition for its vehicles anyway. I mean, GM still owns them to this day, but they've never really made a good vehicle that I can even think of. I mean, they've had their versions of GM vehicles, like the Isuzu, whatever they called the S10 version. I can't remember what it was called.
Oh yeah, I saw one the other day. Oh.
And then what was the SUV was the Passport?
Is it?
Oh, the Rodeo.
Trooper. Is this a Trooper?
And the Rodeo and the Trooper.
It was a Trooper.
Yeah, the Trooper was the big one.
I love the Trooper.
Yeah, the Trooper was fine. And then you had
Is this a Rodeo?
The Rodeo, yeah.
I like the Rodeo too.
But their cars have been just terrible.
Shitty, yes.
Always terrible. So I'm glad. Yeah, I don't remember this one either. It's styled by a fucking Italian dude, though. That doesn't always mean anything, though. This is a Marcos. I remember I remember these. They're modeled after contemporary TVR, type
I
body.
like the older rodeo because it was a Honda Passport.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I knew the
Somewhat.
passport. Knew the passport had to be involved somehow. So yeah, it was a
And the
big
Trooper was
collaboration.
what was the Trooper?
And then didn't Isuzu have its own tracker?
I think so.
Its own version of it.
And the Trooper was based off of
Maybe look that shit back up.
what was it based off of?
That was the Mitsubishi Montero.
No, something else.
You sure?
The Trooper was based off of something else.
I don't know.
Maybe no, yeah. The Mitsubishi was based off the Trooper.
It was the Mitsubishi, yeah. That's what I thought.
But the Trooper was sexy. I liked the Trooper, and I liked the Rodeo. I was a fan of both.
Let me look back. Let me look up the Rodeo real quick so I remember what it looks like. Oh yeah. This was like a. Oh man, I don't even know.
The Honda Passport.
I guess maybe a little bit. I'd have to see the passport too, but we're moving along. But no, I mean, these Marcos were actually pretty cool. They were designed to look like a more modern TVR.
Yeah.
They only built 289, so good luck finding one.
Good luck finding one. Jay Leno probably got one in his garage.
Oh, I'm sure. Jay Leno has like a ridiculous collection of cars that if he's not fucking careful, he's going to die and not be able to drive ever again.
Well, I'm sure he's going to die here soon.
Oh, I know, but I mean, prematurely if he doesn't stop being a dipshit and setting steam cars on fire, which I know he didn't do that on purpose, but he got into a motorcycle accident and that was his own fault. Dude, you're like in your 70s. Get off motorcycles. The old Zimmers, you remember them?
Yes.
Yeah, I do too.
I thought it was kind of like the longest time, but they're like, no, it wasn't.
These are like more radical Continental coupes in the 80s, with the Continental kit on the rear, those spoke fucking wheel covers.
Hubcaps. Yeah, the hubcaps.
Yeah, that crazy square grille.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They're really, really strange.
My dad had them on his Cadillac, and I just had to take them off his Cadillac and polish the spokes. Oh my God.
What's hilarious about these? They started as Fieros.
Wow.
They were the chassis was stretched 16 inches, fiberglass body, and an interior made of opulent leather and wood.
Very beautiful. I like them.
I like them too. I think they're pretty cool. I hope the powertrain was upgraded a little bit because they were heavier, but likely not. Produced until 88.
Wow.
From when? I don't know. Oh, 84. 84 to 88.
It's not bad.
Yeah, decent run.
Mm-mm.
All right, let's see. UMM Alter 2. What is this?
That is fucking cool as shit.
Is this India's fucking version of the Hummer? Or China's version of the Hummer?
It's a Pope Mobile.
China's version of the Hummer.
No, it's a Pope Mobile.
Is it French? Oh, it is French. No, wait. That came to market in 2 variants, blah, 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 blah. Where was it made, though? It finished the 1989 Paris Dakar Rally, so that's something. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. It was transformed into a Pope Mobile.
Yes.
1992. This looks like a Chinese Hummer.
Okay.
Like a super, super low budget Chinese knockoff of the H1 Hummer.
It's not wide enough.
Well, that's what I mean. It's super low budget, shitty version knockoff.
Yeah.
That's what it puts me in the mindset of, with only 2 doors.
Yeah, right.
Sunbird. I remember the Sunbird.
Yes.
I remember the 80s Sunbird, but I remember it.
150 horsepower and a 1.8 turbo 4-cylinder.
Oh, well, shit. For the 80s, it's not terrible. And it had the final car had a 3-liter V6.
It did.
So it's not terrible. Yeah, but I remember the late 80s Sunbird, the Cavalier, the Pontiac Cavalier.
I love the Cavalier.
So did me and my brother. And I'm actually trying to find another one.
Hers didn't have a passenger side mirror. It was weird.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my brother, we've been trying to find another one.
Yeah, y'all are weird.
We are weird. The Chrysler Laser, it's whatever. I remember this car. It was the Plymouth Laser here, and the Dodge. Did they do a Dodge version of this?
Yes, they did.
What was it called?
Hideous.
Huh?
It's a Chrysler product. I don't like.
I know, but what was the Dodge version?
I don't forget what the Dodge was called.
Because there's the Chrysler Laser, then there was the Plymouth Laser. What was the Dodge version? Hold on. Dodge version of the Laser. Oh, it's the Daytona. That's what it was. The Dodge Daytona.
The Dodge Daytona.
That's right. Yeah, it was.
But they all had the same emblem on it.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Obviously, the company brand was different.
The Chrysler Star on it.
Yeah, the Chrysler Star. Then Plymouth was. Shit, I don't remember. Plymouth went through so many different changes. I had 2 comments. The Fiero is the hottest car of the 80s, the original Juke.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty funny, Chris. Yeah, I don't remember what the Plymouth emblem looked like in the 80s, nor the Dodge.
Yeah.
Actually.
Look like that right there.
What?
They all look just like that picture.
Well, the car, yeah, but I'm talking about the brand, like the hood ornament.
It was a Chrysler Star. They all had the Chrysler Star. It's a 5-point star.
Not the Plymouth and the Dodge.
Yes, it did.
They all had their own emblems. Same company for sure, and the same exact car, but yeah, they all had their own emblems. 0 to 60 time was comparable to the 911 and the 300 ZX, which
Turbo.
was pretty impressive. Fuel economy was 35 mpg, even more impressive. Yeah, they sold 150,000 of them. So, good on them.
Right.
Next was the this is the the GLX, the GLH, the Dodge Omni. That's what it is, the Omni GLH, which this does have the Chrysler 5-star on it. You're right. The GLH stood for goes like hell, which obviously it didn't.
Yeah.
I guess for back then the standards 0 to 60 and 7.5 was decent.
Yeah.
But if I'm Carroll Shelby, I'm not signing off on 7.5 seconds to 60. Nope.
No, not at all.
I wouldn't. And look at it. I mean, it's just
It's hideous. Yes.
Yeah. It's a Dodge Omni. It's fucking terrible. I don't care what you do to it. It's still pretty bad. I guarantee it wouldn't be able to compete with the GTI. Well, certainly.
Oh, no.
GTI was like the original fucking hot hatch, and they pioneered it, and they made it better ever since.
Yeah.
So there you go. I didn't remember this car. Yes. You don't?
Nope.
Oh my God, it's badass, man. Car looks cool as shit. MVS 260 and the Atlantique 300. Independent vehicles designed by Manufacture des Voitures de Sport. Means manufacturer of sport wagon. I looked that up last week. Well, the voitures, I looked that up because I didn't know what that meant. And it means carriage or wagon. I'm a nerd.
You are a nerd.
I had a Renault V6, 260 and 302 horsepower variants. It is mid-mounted, and it's a beautiful car. I honestly really like it.
It is gorgeous. I just remember it.
It looks a lot like a Lotus.
It does.
Yeah, it really does. But I like it. It's really nice. I like it a lot. Porsche 911 handled better.
Of course it did.
Yeah, it's a Porsche. All right, the Fiero, obviously the Fiero. No one forgot about it, but did it get the acclamation, recognition, popularity? No, it didn't. But it's for a reason.
Yeah.
It only had a little 2.5 liter V6 or 4-cylinder. It didn't make shit for power. When you had the MR2 that was turbocharged and did make power.
True.
And that was its main competition, obviously. Small, mid-engine, 2 seats. What else was there?
Yeah. But I did love the Fiero.
I did too, especially the 88 GT. That's the one you want. Let's see. Yeah, they produced 370 over its life. 370,000 over its life.
That's not bad.
It's not.
Nice.
It's not, but over, what was it, 5 years, 370,000 for a mainstream manufacturer. Could have done better with a better powertrain, honestly. And obviously later on it did. It had a V6, made decent power, but it was too little too late, especially when Buick's doing what it was doing with the GNX. And, Chevy had the Monte Carlo, obviously the Corvette, Firebird, the Camaro were all things.
Yeah.
So this car was just kind of buried in obscurity. Like Pontiac wasn't known for performance cars, most certainly not a mid-engine car.
No, not at all.
So, albeit a good effort, it was poorly executed.
I agree.
Chris, that commented over here, would beg to differ. He's a fucking Fiero fanatic.
I'm not a fanatic, but I did like the
That's fine.
Fiero.
I did too. So this is a Citroen. The CX. Why are we talking about Citroens? I'll never know.
Ugh, oh no.
It's a terrible car. I mean, Citroen has done a couple of decent things, but overall, they have done nothing but shit. Their interiors are garbage, typically. I mean, they're responsible for the 2CV. That explains a lot.
It does.
That actually explains everything when it comes to Citroen. Pretty bad. There's no real details we need to talk about. A handful of them made it over here for about 30 grand back in the day in 74, which is crazy money. $73,000 today. Today, for 73 grand, you can get a slightly optioned out CT5V Blackwing.
Yeah.
And in 74, this is what you could have gotten.
No.
No,
I'm good, thank you.
not even close. Sorry, Frenchies. You suck at building cars. Stick to wine.
Yes.
Stick to wine and fashion.
Yes.
Yeah, I said it. I know something about fashion. It's not much, but I know something. Volvo 780. It's a two-door Volvo. Who cares?
Moving on.
Who the fuck gives a shit? It
Oh,
had
look,
three.
3 hours, 40 minutes. We're done good, Bob.
It had three options for an engine: a V6 with turbo diesel, turbocharged 4. They built between 8,500 and 10,000 over the life, which was 6 years. Not much.
Not much.
Yeah, it's a boring Swedish fucking whatever. It's a Volvo with 2 doors. It's boring. Very underwhelming and boring.
Right.
Who cares? The MGTF.
I remember that car.
This is a 80s car.
It was a kit car.
78 horsepower. 4-speed manual.
Yeah, it was a kit car. You could buy it and you could build it yourself.
That's cool as shit. It was at the time 15,000 pounds, which is around $28,000 now. Oh, no, that was in 1985. $28,000. Toyota MR2 was cheaper and more practical.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. They only sold about 100 of them.
I believe it.
I believe it as well. Kit cars are really hit and miss. Like they make some really, really cool ones, and then they make some really shitty duds. This one looks like it's constructed pretty well, though.
It does.
Like the door gaps aren't terrible.
No, they're not.
I
It's
mean,
really well done.
Yeah, the paint looks good. This one actually looks like a pretty quality kit car. For a kit car. Obviously,
Yeah, bro, I gotta hop off here, dude, because I gotta go to bed. I gotta have like 6 hours.
The Merkur XR4 Ti. That is a mouthful.
Good God, yeah.
Essentially, this is the Ford Escort Cosworth edition. If you remember that.
God.
I mean, that's basically what it is. Has a turbocharged 2.3. T in its name stands for turbo, obviously. 42,000 were imported from Germany before it was retired in '89.
Thank God they retired.
42,000 of these ugly ass cars.
Yeah, it's probably cool back in the day.
Ugly. I mean, it was different, especially for what was out in Germany at the time. I mean, it was definitely different, but different doesn't always translate to good.
No, it doesn't.
And that's a prime example. And that's going to do it for the list. And this week's episode.
Sir.
That was a long episode, but...
2 hours and 45 minutes basically.
Yeah. 2 hours 43 we just crossed over.
Yeah.
That's a long time to talk about cars. But hey, I've talked about them way longer than that before.
Yeah. So have I when I'm not dog-ass tired.
With you, I think.
Yeah. Then we did one I was like 3.5 hours, I think.
The longest we've done is probably around this time. I don't think we've ever gone over 3.
We did went over 3 minutes, 3 hours and like 3 minutes.
If we did, it wasn't far over 3. But I don't remember being over 3 ever. But hey, I don't care. We can do what we want because I run this bitch. I don't have to answer to any goddamn body.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck your couch. Not gonna finish it.
Yep.
Anyway, George, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. Sorry I was late.
No. It's all good. It's always good having you on and just shooting the shit, talking back and forth.
Yes, absolutely.
It always is. We're gonna figure out that whole Topgolf thing for next month.
Okay.
Me and Sergio, you and Hunter, obviously Abby and Sergio's wife.
They bring the kids too?
No kids.
Ooh, yay.
They'll just drop them off at their parents', which is 100 feet that way. And then I think one of Liz's friends and her husband is going to go. I want to ask my brother and Angela if they want to go, but they would probably come up with some lame-ass excuse.
Never hurts to ask.
I know we're still live, and I don't care. Shut up, Chris. But yeah, anyway, that'll be a good group.
He just called you out.
I don't care.
On the air, Chris. I'm sorry.
I don't care.
I'm sorry.
All 13 people that watch this will know.
Well, Chris, I would like for you to come if you can.
But anyway, yeah, I'd like them to come too. I think they would have fun.
Yes, and I'll keep Angela entertained.
Well, I mean, I'm sure she'll be entertained by all our
drunkards
trying to hit golf balls.
All we're gonna do is make fun of you. That's all I'm gonna do is make fun of y'all. That's all we're gonna do.
No, all those dipshits drinking beer trying to hit golf balls. Yeah. That would be entertaining.
I don't know about that.
That'll entertain the shit out of me, and I'll be one of them trying to hit the balls.
I'm gonna hit a golf ball to save my life.
I'm pretty good off the tee.
Got the ball and just chuck it.
I'm pretty good off the tee, but that's it. Like my short game is shit.
I'm early
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
I'm good off the tee. My short game sucks.
I am short game.
And I can't putt for shit.
No, we need to work on that.
Not really, because well, for one, I can't really afford to play golf. It's expensive.
Neither can I.
I don't have golf clubs long enough. I don't even have golf clubs, period. And I don't really have the desire to actually go and play golf.
It's
like I used to, and it was. I used to go, and it was fun. But now I don't really have the desire. Like going to Top Golf with a group of people and fucking off sounds awesome, and I'm totally down to do that.
And they got good food.
But to walk 18 holes, embarrass myself, probably lose a whole case of balls.
I'm driving a golf cart.
I'm good. Even with a golf cart, I'm good.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to waste my time, embarrass myself, and lose literally a whole case of balls. I'm good. Yeah. But anyway, George, like I said, thank you, sir. Always good to have you on.
Always.
We will catch up again soon.
Yes.
For sure. And everyone else, actually, no, I'll save it for next time you come on. Just remind me. All right, real quick, I have a wheel talk question.
What is it? I'm ready.
If I can remember what I wanted to ask you. Oh, yes, I do. All right. Wheel talk, bruh. All right, so just random ass question. I didn't even know what this was until fairly recently. Okay, so you know the GR Corolla?
Yes.
And the GR86 and all that other bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
What does GR stand for?
Isn't it Grand Rally, if I'm not mistaken?
No.
What?
You have no more guesses?
GR.
Wait, what was your first one?
Grand Rally?
Grand Rally. No, that's not right.
Great Rally? Ghost Rally? I don't know. I'll give up.
No, GR stands for Gazoo Racing.
I can see that.
No bullshit. Gazoo. Like the musical instrument.
Yeah.
Gazoo Racing. All right, it was just random. I didn't know what it meant before, like I said, very recently. So there's a wheel talk question for you. We haven't done that in a minute.
I'm excited about my caddy, though. Can't wait to get that bitch. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a minute. I even forgot what that music sounded like.
Right, me too.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, that's going to do it. That wheel talk was last minute. I know Abby's kind of getting bored. And
should be all right.
Probably over it.
Should be all right.
We're rolling up on 250 though, so we're gonna call it. George, like I said, always thank you.
Always. You're welcome.
But until next time,
bye.
everybody have fun. Yeah.